Opinion columns, recruiting updates, in-game reports, and it's all free. No paywalls, no annoying pop-up ads, no recurring subscriptions, just the content you crave. From the folks that bring you 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge, it's LouisianaSports.net.
Take a swing around the parish to one of Breck's 5 golf courses, 2 championship courses, Santa Maria and Beaver Creek, and 3 courses for the more casual golfers, the popular 18-hole Webb Park, and 2 9-hole courses, City Park and the newly renovated J.S. Clark. Breck's courses are designed to challenge every level of golfer from beginner to pro. So come and get into the swing of things. Book your tee time online or find a course near you at golf.breck.org. That's golf.breck.org.
Attention qualified automotive technicians. Tired of endless warranty work, weekends, manufacturer's red tape? Apply in person at either location of TRICARE Automotive. Maybe we can help you load your toolbox and take it to TRICARE.
Stabs Prime Steak and Seafood? Stabs Prime Steak and Seafood. Well, I guess along with those sizzling steaks, we do have wood-fired oysters and scallops, beautiful sea bass, fresh Gulf fish and shrimp, and rich Ora King salmon. So yeah, Stabs Prime Steak and Seafood. Jefferson Highway across from Palermo Ristorante. Tell Leo that Kevin sent you. And don't forget, there ain't no cake in that crab cake. Come and see us.
The Bourbon Raffle for Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center is back on April 24th. The drawing is broadcast live on Facebook from Janny King Gulf Coast. Tickets are $20 each for the chance to win one of over 50 exceptional bourbons. Get your tickets now by texting Bourbon Raffle 25 to 41444. Let's raise $100,000 for people fighting cancer in our community. Get your tickets now for the Mary Bird Perkins Bourbon Raffle by texting Bourbon Raffle 25 to 41444.
Why do billion-dollar insurance companies regularly delay and deny valid claims? Because that's how they got to be billion-dollar insurance companies. If you've been injured, I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7969.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Tuesday, April 22nd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of 81. In hour 1 of today's show, we'll continue to count down the days till the first round of the NFL draft here in 2025. Also, did T-Bob Hebert finally return to studio? You will get the answer to that question momentarily. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 1 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yo! What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. That's right. What that voice means is I did make it back to the studio finally after being out west for spring break, visiting family, and going to see John Mayer melt my face once again. Very happy to be back. Missed a lot. You know, it feels like a ton has happened since I've been gone. Getting swept in the Auburn series, coming back getting 2 of 3 off of Bama. But here we are tonight. Final tune-up before Tennessee. Old Tony V and his tiny little, y'all know the rest. T-Bob, Jake Alondra, and Taylor hanging out with you in studio today. I'm sure many shots were taken yesterday, without a doubt, such is life. But I would like to first start by saying a massive thank you to Tay-Tay, who held it down for OTB last week. Solo dolo, everybody else gallivanting and vacationing for spring break, and Taylor continued to bring you an excellent week of solid sports talk. Tay-Tay, great job. Very proud of you. Good job.
Thank you. You will love this. Last hour of Thursday, all Easter.
Let's go, dude. Okay, what was your top Easter take?
Oh, we just did our favorite Easter candies, our plan over the weekend. I mean, we kind of broke down a little bit of it all.
The number one Easter candy is, of course, a Reese's egg.
It was 2 for me.
Well, what was number 1?
Cadbury cream egg. The last couple of years, I love
Cadbury
it.
cream egg.
What's that from?
I just like kind of like a Cartman. Cadbury cream egg. Or no, I guess it's more like maybe like a Jimmy voice. I'm not sure. Cadbury cream egg 1. I think I had that 3 on my list.
And so like I hated them till about 3 years ago, and like every Easter, like I just eat a ton of them.
Wow. Okay. I thought Reese's egg was a damn near. I mean, what would be your number 1, Jake?
That's what we had. It was number 1 for me.
Yeah.
And Alondra.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, there you go.
Cadbury egg was in the rankings. Wasn't number 1.
Then we did, where does the Easter Bunny rank among holiday characters? Like Santa, all that. I said second.
Yeah.
Second?
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, Santa's number 1.
Jesus is kind of main character on Easter.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I mean, like, fictional, like, dress-up characters. Outside of Santa, like, who you got?
Well,
Cupid
Leprechaun?
sucks. Cupid sucks.
Leprechauns are cool.
Leprechauns are cool as well.
Leprechauns are all right. Like, you got Uncle Sam, like, eh.
Did you just throw Uncle Sam in there? I'm
saying for 4th of July. Like,
oh,
I'm looking
okay.
at
I
all
don't associate a mascot with 4th of
Turkey?
July.
No,
But I guess I see what you're saying.
I get it, but like, Thanksgiving, yeah, like you could do turkey. You don't really have one. Halloween doesn't have one.
It has many.
Yeah, there's not. You're right. Not every holiday has a character
Tooth Fairy is
associated
just
with
weird. That's not even a holiday. Like Tooth Fairy is just weird.
Tooth Fairy is a little odd.
Yeah.
Best not to dwell on such things. Well, I'm proud of you. It sounds like it went great. Jakey, what's up, dude? How are we doing today?
I'm doing fine. Doing okay. Heading to, where am I flying into? Somewhere in Wisconsin later today.
Oh, that's right. Draft coverage starting. Oh, let's go, dude. You're it's good. It's funny you mentioned Wisconsin, because I want to mention Ryan Ramchick a bit later. But entering the land of Ram, if you will.
Yep.
So
he was a weekend winner yesterday.
Yeah, as he should be. He should get his flowers. Because I don't know what the long-term tail on the memory of Ryan Ramchick's going to be. But it probably won't be what it should be or what it could have been had his body not betrayed him.
Yeah, it could have ended probably in a gold jacket.
I know.
Now you're, maybe Ring of Honor type guy, maybe.
I mean,
three
All-Pros in the midst of your team winning 4 divisions in a row, damn near making a Super Bowl. I would say, like, I could make that argument for sure. Alondra, what's up, girl? How we doing today? How was Connecticut?
Good. Connecticut, I'm not sure how it was. I was in Rhode Island.
Okay,
but
same thing.
Rhode Island was good.
Maine, same thing.
Maine was close, yeah.
The Northeast is all Vermont. It's all the same thing.
Wasn't there either.
I think it's as close as y'all think it is.
Yeah, because I actually looked up like some of the stuff, like what was around us. Boston was like an hour and a half drive from where we were.
Yeah, exactly. Northeast. It's all one state.
No, I don't think so. But
it's New England.
Boston. I just finished. It's called The Comeback on Netflix. I finished it last night about like the postseason 2004 Red Sox versus Yankees.
Oh, whoa.
And it's so good. I was in tears watching it last
Really?
night. Yeah.
So you know the bat that Manny Ramirez used for that series? No, it wasn't the torpedo bat. What it was, though, it was one of the early Marucci bats before Marucci was, the giant company that it is today. I remember Jack used to have it in his office in the LSU training room.
Yeah.
It was these custom bats that said CB23, and the CB stood for Curse Breaker.
Yeah.
So like an epic fantasy tale of yore, Manny Ramirez was literally swinging a named blade that series called Curse Breaker.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was great. It was a great doc.
I mean, they got down 3-0 against the Yankees, and then
they came back.
Poppy hits the walk-off, and
shout out Poppy.
Wow.
I know, and it's like against my team that I go for.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it, and I still felt so happy for the Red Sox, and like it Like, I was in tears watching this documentary.
It's definitely one of the great sporting moments probably of our lives.
Yeah.
I would say. All right, let's go ahead then and get this show started. It's great to see all of y'all.
It's time to get to work, courtesy of Tiger Labor and Staffing, where they can help take care of screening, training, payroll, and more. Now, for starters.
Tiger Labor and Staffing, guys, all your staffing solutions, one-stop shop. Remember, too, when you're talking about Tiger and Labor, you're not talking about people who are just looking at resumes and then sending you people willy-nilly, okay? We get to know everybody through our in-person onboarding process every morning over a cup of coffee at 5 a.m. So you can trust who Tiger Labor and Staffing is sending your way. Go to Tiger Labor and Staffing today. So Jake, you're going to be in Wisconsin for the draft. So what does that entail over the next couple of days?
Some people.
So, what does your Wednesday schedule look like? Just a lot of hype, a lot of shows, a lot of previews? We're going to have all the movers and shakers and whatnot?
Doing a show on NFL radio. We're going to actually interview everyone that's at the draft. Well, most of the people. That are
most of the players?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Okay.
Yeah. So we're doing that on Wednesday. And then Thursday, Friday, we're doing shows from the Stadium View, 6 to 11 Central Time, I believe, both days. And then Saturday, getting into the nitty-gritty of 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th round. Ooh. So going to be on NFL radio then with Neuheisel and Horowitz. And we go as long as they go.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just a marathon breaks? Do you have breaks in there?
I hope so.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I think they're false breaks, so kind of can make them up as we go.
Yeah.
But
I underrated nap is the nap with rounds 4 through 7 on the television in the background. We always talk about golf naps. We might talk about a random baseball nap. I love a soccer nap because no commercials, just a constant hum of activity. But there's nothing better than maybe laying your eyes down and hearing do 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 with the 5th pick. The Raiders have selected some wide receiver out of Arizona. I don't know, somebody. Well, that sounds incredible. Here, we're going to be at Don Juan Thursday night draft party. Going to be a ton of fun. Come on out, and let's see who these Saints will take. And there's a lot of different options for this New Orleans Saints team right now. But first, what the hell is going on with Derek Carr, guys? So, he obviously wanted out this offseason.
That's the one thing you didn't miss.
Now that, so we still have no finality there, right? I know that Diana Rossini was kind of the one that started some of the sort of conspiratorial buzz, basically saying, look, I can't really find anyone around the NFL who believes Derek Carr's shoulder injury news.
Which is wild.
Very wild. And it comes at a time where Derek Carr, like we said, has been trying to get out of New Orleans. For whatever reason, New Orleans won't let him go. I still don't understand that. What is up? And is that a Kellen Moore decision or a Mickey Loomis decision? Is Mickey so tied to his original decision that he wants to somehow force it to be right? Or did Kellen Moore come in and say, no, actually, I think this gives us the best chance to win. We have to keep him around. Because, it hasn't been that good with him. He wants to go. Why then did you work to keep him this offseason or rework his contract and everything? I don't know. But as it stands now, shoulder injury, may not play for the year. It's just so abundantly clear that it's time to cut bait, right? Find a trade partner, trade him for peanuts.
Yeah.
Eat the financial cap. And I would say embrace the process. Embraced, and I mean the 76ers process. Because make no mistake, if you do those things, you are going to suck this year. You're already not going to be that good. You will really suck, most likely this year. So my question, well, first off, this. Do y'all agree with just the cut bait, embrace the process kind of mentality for this season?
Yeah.
I don't know that you'd find a trading partner.
Well, you would have to. You're not going to get
No.
anything.
I don't. is anybody going to accept his contract?
I thought maybe like Cleveland or Pitt or maybe some of the
quarterback
teams.
The Steelers, because the Steelers have nobody right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Mason Rudolph and that's it. Do they want to draft a quarterback or they feel better about Derek Carr? What's Aaron Rodgers going to do? I don't know. You need to rid yourself of it.
Yeah.
Like, you made a mistake. You made a big mistake. Everybody told you made a mistake when you signed him, the original contract. It's like, you just get him out of your team. Get him out of your locker room. He doesn't want to be there. You don't need him there.
It's actually shocking to see, and I was wrong, right? I didn't think it was a mistake. I thought Derek Carr could be good here. But in my wildest dreams, I never would have thought that it would be this bad or this contentious between the two sides. To the point where, under the new coach, the entire team's working out day one of the offseason, all fired up, and freaking Derek's out there filming YouTube videos about luxury EVs.
Yeah.
Could there be a bigger FU to the entire locker room and organization? The organization that's paying you over $40 million a year. Like, at what point does professionalism have to come into play? Or do you get to just be a dick because you can?
I think because he can right now. I mean, he kind of knows the Saints can't cut him. Like, he knows, even if they did, he knows what he would be owed. If he's here, he's probably going to be the starter. Like, what right now is keeping him from doing anything? He has all the leverage.
And he's just so clearly checked out on the team and organization. I mean, not showing up and releasing that stupid YouTube video is grounds for me. That's like Nico. It's like the NFL version of Nico not showing up for spring practice at a time when the Saints are in this crossroads, new coaching staff, trying to build a new culture, and your guy at the most important position on the field, the one that has the biggest impact, both tangibly and intangibly, the guy that is supposed to be the leader, is out here filming just a terribly boring show. Every clip I have seen of the Carr brothers talking about cars has made me want to lose the ability to hear. I've wanted to lose one of my five senses. It was a toss-up between tearing my eyeballs out or cutting my ears off. I mean, they have nothing to say. They're just so rich and so out of touch and have nothing to say of interest on these cars anyway. And so to do what he's doing right now, you know, like what did Heupel say? Nobody's bigger than the Power T. Nobody's bigger than the Fleur-de-Lis. Get the hell out of here, Carr. You bum. So, yeah, I think they need to cut bait and embrace the process. I guess the next question, and maybe we can explore this later, is what is the step in the process? Do you draft one of these young quarterbacks? Do you go Warren? Do you go Genty? Or do you go tackle? So Kellen Moore's been hammering. So we can explore that on the other side. I also want to get into baseball this hour. Like we said, it's finally that time. Tennessee. If you want to get involved, youtube.com/1045 ESPN, guys. Come hang out in the chat. More Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
Get Gordon and get it done. 225-888-8888. Gordon McCartney Injury Attorneys there for you when you need them, guys. And there's a few different ways you get in touch. Again, you can just call that number. You can go to getgordon.com. You can fill out the consult form. They'll get in touch with you right away. And like, well, Tio, why? Okay, look. When you get in an accident, you need what you deserve. The problem is these companies aren't going to want to give it to you, okay? And they got a lot of resources, and they can lean on you. That's why you need somebody who's going to stand up for you and fight that dragon. That's Gordon McCartney Injury Attorneys. Get Gordon, get it done.
Go to getgordon.com where you can see what they can do for you in the courtroom, what they've already done for past clients in the courtroom. It's all right there on the website. You can have a chat with a agent right there on the homepage of the website. At Get Gordon's going to be the handle on all major social media as well. See what they're doing throughout the state of Louisiana. And it's your area code in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888.
It shows. You're forging ahead, chasing a dream. creating something better for the ones you love. You're building your own life, so why not build your own tractor? With John Deere tractors and attachments for almost any need, the Sunshine team can help you do just that. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
Bayou Ford is taking 15 to 20% off all new 2024 models in stock. 15 to 20% off all new 2024 Ford models on our lot. Plus the complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart
To the best morning sports show around. Sorta. It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
What's happening, y'all? I not been living healthy lately. I think I drank every, probably 7-8 days in a row now. Even rolled straight in from Cali yesterday, get off the plane, and went straight to Superior. Celebrate my daughter's birthday, because that's what we do for everybody's birthday is, we get marks or whatever. So my health's not in a great place. Not in a great place right now, guys. And Mr. Dad said, y'all mad at the wrong dude. I'm guessing you're talking about Mickey Loomis. Well, guess what? I have the rare ability to be mad at more than one person at once. And so, yes, I'm not excusing Loomis. I am merely highlighting the ridiculous disrespect of Derek Carr having the contract that he does, not really playing to that market value, and then on day one of a new coach's era being so checked out and so disrespectful as to be releasing this steaming pile of dog crap upon the internet while everybody else is in the gym working.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Homegrown Network. This is Carr Reviews with 2 R's, the only place a former Raider and a former Niner can coexist.
That's right, because we're not fighting in Candlestick Park in the parking lot. We are coexisting. Why? Because there's a Rolls-Royce Spectre behind us.
That's right.
That's an electric assassin.
Exactly. And with that said, thank you to the non-sponsor of this video for allowing us to purchase a Rolls-Royce Spectre.
He's being humble because he says us. I had nothing to do with this purchase, bro. Let me tell you, I could buy like 3 houses for this car. But this is a beautiful vehicle, and I'm glad he purchased it because you guys you're in for a treat.
I have never.
He's talking about he bought it. He's got the money.
What does the 2R stand for? 2 regards? Unbelievable, dude.
Did they not?
Recards? There we go.
Did they not?
They're recorded. That's what the show should be called. Recorded.
No, that was like them just out there raw dogging it. They did not.
Recorded cards.
The 49ers and the Raiders line.
Yeah, like what?
Which is okay for
David Carr. What? Nobody even remembers
you.
you.
Knew you played for the Niners.
I just remember you getting
know Derek Carr
drafted
had a
by the
brother.
Texans, and you were like the first pick, maybe in like what their expansion
history,
draft or something.
Yeah.
Like what are you talking about?
I guess it's okay for David to say like former whatever, but like you're a current quarterback on another team, and you refer to yourself as former Raider. You're the current quarterback of a different franchise.
They're also, it's so awkward. They don't feel like brothers.
No, everything is so like it's scripted. There's no actual charisma. Not an ounce to be found.
Not at all.
And again, I really cannot fathom, especially when you are the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. And look, we are one of the most passionate fan bases, but we may not be one of the most economically successful fan bases. And everybody already hates you. And you release this on day one, talking about buying your Rolls-Royce Phantom.
No ability to read the room. None. Zero.
It's to the point where it's not just not reading the room.
It's like, are you doing it on purpose?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. This is purposefully disrespectful.
At least he has great reviews. You want to hear his review?
Yes.
Time to grade this sucker. All right. First on price. Now,
0. I'm just gonna say
0. All right. it's way
so expensive.
To spend that much money on a car is ridiculous, and so price. we both give 0.
Sorry,
now,
bro.
Is it worth every dollar? If this is what you want, absolutely.
Sure.
But
man,
in our price,
doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any damn sense. That's so stupid. You can't say it's a 0 out of 10 on price and say it's worth every dollar.
Yeah.
What are you talking about,
You're
Derek?
contradicting yourself.
Also, if you were bored enough to watch the entire video, I saw your reaction when they both rated it 0 out of 10. T-Bob, across the board, they gave the same rating for every single aspect of this car. For the aura or the presence, they said the presence when you roll up, they gave 20 out of 10s, both of them.
All right, go, just keep. Okay, we'll keep going. Hit the video.
is it worth every dollar? If this is what you want, absolutely.
Sure.
But
man,
in our price, 0. It's
the
a 0.
amount of teriyaki don I can get over here on Cedar for that is crazy.
The amount of tri-tip sandwiches I could get at Doghouse Grill.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I'm going 0, so it's a 0 for the price.
Sorry, guys.
Our first ever.
First ever is 0.
It's the first one.
Well, you're asking $500,000 for an electric car. It's beautiful, but my goodness.
0 on the price. All right, practicality. Does it do everything I need it to do? Look, it's not a truck. All right, so you're not.
I'm done. Shut up. Shut up.
They literally give the same
Shut
rating.
up.
Him complaining about how much money he spent on that car.
When he spent it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I've been the biggest car supporter on this show, bar none. Get this man. I wish I was at Don Juan right now. The amount of strings of verbal abuse and curse words and dirty, awful things that I want to berate this man with. Get this man the hell up out of my life.
Yeah.
Get him out of here. I got to see the YouTube comments on this video.
Oh, we broke them down on the show the other day, T-Bob. There's 415, not a single compliment. Here's one right here.
I love when you finally come around to my side.
Y'all were right. I was wrong. Fully wrong. I've never been more wrong about anything in my life than I was wrong about Derek Carr. It is legitimately, without a doubt, the thing I have been most wrong about. Yeah, what is that? Scott Knight says, it's not a truck? What did you... Yeah, what? Okay, give me the comment.
Man, Derek, that trunk is so big you can fit all your playoff wins in there. First comment. You think it's crazy to spend that kind of money on a car? Imagine how the Saints feel wasting money on their car.
True. Wait, good video idea. Recorded cars spoof where we rate Derek Carr, price 0 out of 10.
I don't hate this.
Play 1 out of 10. The only problem is we're going to have to try to be as boring, listless, and rizless as those two guys, and that's a high bar.
We ooze Riz.
That's a high bar.
I found a positive one. He says, hey, Derek, I have the same car, different color. Here's a tip. If it ever stalls and doesn't start quite right, oh, never mind, it's not positive. Have Derek Carr push it into the red zone, and he'll turn it over.
Oh my God!
Why are they doing these again?
They're just
bored. Just content, man. Homegrown network,
bro.
They're gonna build a content empire. Homegrown network. And like
homegrown videos.
You're so right. Like the fact.
Hadn't gotten over the Raiders 49ers line yet. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Actually, give that to me again. I got to see. The intro is so awkward, so stilted, so terrible. I almost want to. I have to watch it one more time.
But real quick, like back to the Mickey Loomis thing. We've talked about this before. Like, maybe y'all were out and it was me and Taylor, but it was like, who are you more upset at, Mickey Loomis or Derek Carr, or who would you want to get rid of first? And I'm like, Mickey Loomis. Because if there wasn't a Mickey Loomis, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place. Like, this is all his fault for sure. But I can still get mad at Derek Carr for being this way.
Yes, you're mad at Derek Carr for this stuff. Like, okay, everybody always clowns me. Scott in chat tells me every day how much money Dak Prescott makes. And I always explain, well, I'm more mad at Jerry because it's not Dak's fault that he signed the contract. I would have too. It's not Derek's fault that he signed the contract. What's Derek's fault is how he's acting since he signed the contract. Yeah. That's the issue with him. Right, here's your intro.
True. Yes, exactly. Right. How has he carried himself since he's been here?
Chipotle.
Chipotle eating son of a.
Do y'all want to know how many games David Carr played for the 49ers?
How many?
Hit me.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
I think it's 2.
Was he a practice squad?
It's 1.
Oh my God.
This man played 1 game through 13 passes, and he's throwing out jokes like he's Jerry Rice.
That is just insane. Dave
Like-
Carr, you are not a Niner.
Think about the amount of time
You
that
rented
it
the
took 'em.
uniform for a week.
Like they took time to be like, hey, let's make a connection. We're no longer battling it out in Candlestick Park. Like, you never did.
Yeah,
You never did.
exactly. All right, hold on. Let's see the beginning one more time. Just
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Homegrown Network. This is Carr Reviews with 2 R's, the only place a former Raider and a former Niner can coexist.
That's right. Because we're not fighting in Candlestick Park in the parking lot. We are coexisting. Why? Because there's a Rolls-Royce Spectre behind us.
That's right.
That's an electric assassin.
Exactly. And with that said, thank you to the non-sponsor of this video for allowing us to purchase a Rolls-Royce Spectre.
He's being humble because he says us. I had nothing to do with this purchase, bro. Let me tell you, I could buy like 3 houses for this car. But this is a beautiful vehicle, and I'm glad he purchased it because you guys are going to.
I hate all the laughing. Nothing funny has been said. And yet one brother is laughing after everything that the other says. Oh, my God. Yeah, thank you to the non-sponsor. Who in the right mind would ever want to sponsor that? And they were so proud. You're right, Jake. They were so proud of that Raiders-Niners line. That's the one that they cooked up in the kitchen.
Yeah. This man played 1 game for the 49ers.
Get him the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Bye. Cut him today. It is absolutely inexcusable. And Mickey Loomis, if anybody is going to that press conference to cover it, Mickey Loomis needs to be pressed on why Derek Carr is still the quarterback when he so clearly does not give a damn about the team. The same way that Nico Harrison is getting asked, why shouldn't you be fired? Mickey Loomis needs to receive similar questions of that vein. And even if it's not, why shouldn't you be fired again? Why shouldn't Derek Carr be fired? Absolutely pathetic. Anyway. Jeez. I had no idea what I was walking into at the beginning of today's show. I had seen a clip of them driving, but I had not seen that intro. That intro is the most godforsaken, awful thing I've ever witnessed in my life.
And then he puts on there, I could have a lot of sandwiches with this. And at the bottom, they're like, in case you're wondering, it's $32,300.
And like, what are these restaurants y'all are referencing? These specific California. Okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When is Loomis presser? It's got to be what, after the first round, Jake? Isn't that when every team holds their press conferences?
So probably Friday?
I don't know. Would it be Thursday night or Friday?
Friday morning, probably.
Okay, probably Friday morning. Carr should do a review of his time at the Saint City NOLA. Yeah, exactly. All right.
The red flags were there from the very beginning.
I was completely wrong. Jake and Alondra were 1,000% right. Taylor was probably like 75% right.
Danny, wherever you're at listening, you were wrong too, sir.
Well, my other thing with
was
that
Danny on my side? I don't even remember that. Oh, wow.
Is that people would be like, okay, maybe he's mid, but he's a good person, and I'm like, oh, his vibes are just off.
So that's what's funny. That's what's funny because, like with Roman stuff, I've been explaining to him how much the city and fan base hates Carr, and that's his reaction every time. He's like, but he's like a really good dude. He's like a really good dude. He has not been a really good dude here.
No.
He's been a non-accountability taken D-bag.
Yes.
A little West Coast fancy lad who doesn't connect with the city at all.
Yeah.
Why?
Even his press conferences were frustrating to listen to.
I don't give a damn if Jameis Winston threw 75 interceptions.
He had the vibes.
I would do anything to have Jameis Winston as my quarterback right now. God.
Hell, I'd take Joe Flacco.
I would take Joe Flacco as well. Easily. I would take, well, I mean, it's not saying much. I'm so mad right now, I would literally I'd take Kenny Pickett.
I'm so mad I'd take Aaron Rodgers.
I'd take what? Hey, I'd actually, no, I'm actually going to take Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, since we're talking about 49er quarterbacks that threw a couple of passes, give me Jim Drunkenmiller.
I'll take Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Give me Trey Lance right now. Yes, I will take Trey Lance over Derek Carr right now, 1,000%. Embrace the process. Yeah,
he's a Charger. Can't have him.
Is he really? I thought he was a Cowboy.
He was. No, he signed with the Chargers.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway. Get out of here. Let's okay. Let's go to break. More OTB. Let's talk baseball next.
Off the bench.
Hey guys, speaking of baseball, beautiful spring baseball season. And what goes great with baseball? Beer. And what's the best beer to pair with baseball when the weather's warm and the vibes are high? Dos Equis. So, what are you waiting for? Pick yourself up a couple of Dos Equis this weekend and watch these LSU Tigers beat that Tennessee ball ass. And it's going to go down so smooth when you've got a beautiful long neck Dos Equis bottle and you take a little slice of lime, you grease that thing up, sprinkle some salt, drop the lime inside. Wow! You're living. Dos Equis. Go for Dos.
Also, you can enjoy it at the beach like I did. You can enjoy it, I'm sure, at a Grateful Dead concert like T-Bob did. You can enjoy it anywhere. It is the perfect beer for spring, for summer. You're going to enjoy that ice-cold Dos Equis. Go get you Dos Equis today.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the 2025 Jeep Compass Sport for only $23,995. $23,995 or 2025 Jeep Compass with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI, or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
How quickly will this segment leave the rails? It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Oh, man. Haven't heard this song in a long time. Emo Bob used to listen to this album all the time. I want to say this would have been like maybe late junior high, early high school.
2004.
Okay. There you go. Freshman year of high school.
Oh, God, yeah, I was a freshman in college.
Ugh. 21 years ago. Once again, Alondra somehow knowing music that is damn near older than she is.
Well, I do know this song, but Jake sent a Instagram last night that I'm getting all the music from today.
Nice.
In the same group that you're a part of.
Hell yeah. What, in the text group?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I haven't checked my phone in like 8 days.
God.
I got in my office today and started to respond to messages finally. Whew. Drops. Whew. It's not good. It's not good.
I thought you lost it again.
No, it's been dying a lot.
Mm-hmm.
How's it die if you're not on it?
It's you know how the iPhones eventually just the old, like whatever your old iPhone just starts to die.
Yeah.
And look, I mean, you know, its guts are kind of showing and everything. It's very ratchet, just all around. The battery doesn't last anymore. It's just no good.
I could see T-Bob in his office coming back like 8 days, no phone. He's like, I should respond to some of these texts. Some of these are important.
Yeah, no, that's actually exactly what I've been doing. I like forgot to tell Aaron that I just wasn't doing snaps for the week too. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough.
Bro.
It was rough.
You just didn't tell him?
No.
And then did you ever like write him back within the week that y'all weren't doing it, or did you tell him last night?
No, I think actually the last message was like, oh, I forgot. Like, I'm traveling today. Let's do tomorrow. And then I never responded. Yeah, no. And then I didn't do anything tomorrow.
Dang.
I know. It's not good. It's not good.
No.
And I'm on vacation. I
It's not.
just shut it down.
Well, I would say it's worse when you're on vacation.
Yes.
I wouldn't say that it's like abnormal
That's
behavior.
what I'm saying. I'm not completely shut down though, normally, but yeah. I think
just
it is
70%.
for sure.
Yeah.
Just 70.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you said there were many shots thrown at you yesterday. There weren't as many as you think.
Oh, really?
No, maybe like 2 minutes of the first segment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there were
not-
definitely some in there, but not as many as you think.
Oh, okay, nice.
I think we're used to it by now.
Yeah, like I think we kind of just we assume whenever, like
I mentally
you're gonna be
prepared
a day
myself
off.
for that to happen.
You're gonna be a day off.
I even apologized because on Thursday I gave you a lot of credit.
Did you?
I said, okay, we're out on Friday. T-Bob's, because I didn't know his travel schedule for the draft. I was like, T-Bob definitely back on Monday. We're not sure about Jake.
I thought I was definitely back on
And
Monday
I was like,
too.
we're
to be
not sure
fair.
about Jake. I should have switched that.
I
That's
thought I
on
was
me.
definitely back on Monday.
Who booked the flights?
I don't book flights. I'm such a child. I literally. So my wife was trying to book me flights for the little Vegas escapade.
Yeah.
And we were kind of being a little testy with each other. I can't remember why. And so I said something that pissed her off. She's like, "Whatever, book your own flights." And the next day, I was texting her. I was like, "How do I book a flight? Where do you book it? Like, how do I book a flight? Do I go to like Expedia, like Orbit? What's the protocol here? What do you do?" Because she's good at it. So I'm like, "What do you do?" And she was like, "Whatever. I'll just book it."
You're patting your wife on the head about booking flights. She's good at it.
No, she is good. I don't book. I've never booked a flight.
So Caitlin messed it up, or not messed it up?
No, not messed it up. I just wasn't. You know me. I'm detail.
Assumed.
I'm detail agnostic. I assumed. Yeah, I assumed, not realizing that it was Easter.
Yeah.
And so we were going to spend the whole day with the fam during Easter,
Yeah.
and then
we were as well.
Yeah.
Until we weren't.
You should have just made Taylor do it.
I couldn't.
That would have been a home move.
Yeah, it'd have been bad.
Taylor loves to host.
Yeah, I host that. There's literally for the Hunt
He's in
Palmer
for
show
Hunt though
all week.
already.
Hell yeah, good. I did whole weeks of OTB and AFR back in the day.
We could have made it happen, but
yeah, Taylor.
I felt
But
bad
last
for Tay.
minute, it would have been a home move.
Taylor's so full of hot air, dude. You could just turn on and let him go.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but then you have to find somebody to do.
Look, this is about taking
it is
shots
the
at
home move
T-Bob
for who
right
has
now.
to fill in. Yes, it's a home move for who has to fill in on the production side, for sure. But yeah. But we made it. We ended up making it back, guys. Here we are.
We made
Tuesday.
We here.
Draft party.
We out here.
We all did our part. We made it back.
Coming up Thursday.
Yeah.
What time y'all starting?
I'll be there
on Thursday.
I don't know.
I think draft 7.
I think at 7 because me
Yeah,
and Matt are
we
going to
start
be
at
in
6.
Lafayette, and we have to leave
Right when the show ends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get off at 6, so I'll be probably getting over there at like 6:30. Something like that. This is the closest that you're going to get to the kind of whiskey and wine vibes in the offseason, unless we get some good baseball going on later. So come by and come have a good time.
It'll be good.
Man, this is the perfect time to actually launch into talking about who they're going to pick at 9, but we're up against the clock, so we can't actually do it. When we get back, let's close out hour 1, and then I think we'll open hour 2 talking about, okay, we've talked about embrace the process. Where do you go at 9 Thursday night? Keep it locked here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
Hey, guys, if you need a new roof, go to Pelican Roofing, pelicanroof.com, pelicanroof.com. South Louisiana's most trusted roofing company, as evidenced by the over 500 5-star reviews. And look, one of the reasons why they've been able to grow in the manner that they have and why they have so many great reviews is because the investment in you, the customer, okay? We're not asking people to work a million different jobs here. We have dedicated employees at every single step in the process to make sure you have an attention to detail that your job that, quite frankly, you do not get from other roofing companies. That's all the way from answering the phone, all the way through cleanup, dedicated project managers on each and every site, not one guy managing a bunch. Go to pelicanroof.com.
Yeah, when you go to the website, you'll see those reviews we always tell you about, over 500 5-star reviews. You'll also see they have offices in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge. They are in both communities, ready to work for you. Go to the website, pelicanroof.com.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary. For those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Bayou Ford is taking 15 to 20% off all new 2024 models in stock. 15 to 20% off all new 2024 Ford models on our lot. Plus the complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Welcome back to Off the Bench, where the takes are hot and the sports talk is questionable.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. OTB. Wrap it up. Number one here on Off the Bench. Shout out Ryan Ramchick. Again, unfortunately, a name that I don't know what the tale will be. Will he be forgotten to time? Will the next generation of Saints fans appreciate what you had there for a few years, retiring at just 31 years old? Again, could have been a Hall of Famer had his body not betrayed him. The 32nd overall pick in that legendary 2017 class, which, you know, the Saints have had two classes, 06 and 2017, that set them up for about half decades of dominance. Here's to hoping that maybe 2025 they can recapture some of that magic. But the 32nd overall pick in that 2017 class, a 3-time All-Pro, only missed one game due to injury in the first 4 years. And then everything fell apart with the chronic knee injury. Shout out Ryan Ramchick, though, because you will see him if you're a Saints fan this weekend, as he will be announcing the picks of rounds 2 and 3. So Ramchick going to be up there in Green Bay with you, Jake, and say what's up to him if you see him. Give him our love if you get to have him on any of the shows or anything. Shout out Ryan Ramchick. I still have your weirdly shaped, oddly colored, Chinese manufactured jersey.
You do.
That I bought. Wish those tariffs would have kicked in a little sooner. Would have saved me from buying a really, really ugly jersey. I should have just gotten a real jersey of you, bro. I apologize. But you were one of the very rare jersey-worthy O-linemen. Which does
even if it was from Temu.
Yeah. It was. Not even. I mean, maybe not even Temu. That was a bad jersey. Which I guess does beg the question, do the Saints go O-line there again? I mean, you're picking at 9. Kellen Moore's constantly talked about how you have to build out of the trenches. A couple of mocks have these Saints going there at 9, going quarterback later.
So you already have 3 first-round offensive linemen and a second-round offensive lineman, and the second rounder is your best of the 4 that we're talking about here. Sure, it's one more.
I mean, Fuanga's good though.
He's okay.
That's what I'm saying. But that was a good, like, for a rookie. Like, I think he could be really good. Like, I think he'll continue to ascend.
I think I was looking at draft grades, like, revisiting the draft. I think it was Bleacher Report. They gave him a C for his rookie year.
I mean, I don't know, man. You hold down a starting left tackle job as a rookie all year, and it's not like a glaring disaster. Maybe my expectations have just been lowered too much, but, like, I don't know. I don't think that's that bad. Ruiz remains just, that's no. Him and Penning are problems. But I guess the idea would be, look, Penning's going in the final year of his contract. You're not going to bring him back, at least in all likelihood, or not at any great price. So you're going to need a tackle. Do you go ahead and draft one? And if you get one, then do you put Penning down to guard and finally see if maybe he has some value there? Something that's been talked about for a long time. And then if you have Fuanga, who I think, again, is a legitimate starting tackle, if you get another good one, that's in the era of a new coach. That's not a bad start. It's unexciting. I love the analogy Nick Underhill used in New Orleans on football. He talked about, he likened it to buying new tires for your car or like a new roof for your home. Sucks. It's a ton of money invested, but you kind of have to do it. But like, if you're talking about embracing the process and kind of sucking this year, having 2 good tackles, and then maybe next year getting the same call, that's not a bad foundation for the future.
I think there's more pressing needs on this team. I still I'd like to add a weapon if I'm the Saints. Like Chris Olave, concussion history, Rashid Shaheed, injury history, Brandon Cooks, better years obviously are behind him. I know you paid Juwan Johnson, but that doesn't mean that he's a game changer just because you paid him.
Yeah.
I mean, Alvin Kamara didn't have a bad year last year, but he's a year older as well.
Yeah.
Kendre Miller certainly didn't work out. He was a 3rd-round pick. That was not what you were looking for to pair with. AK, obviously you have Clyde there. Can he be that guy? I still think you need to go get a pass catcher.
Yeah. So if I were to say, okay, should you draft an lineman or a pass catcher or a quarterback or a running back? Unfortunately, the answer is yes, which is the problem that Mickey Loomis has created here with this roster. We'll continue to talk Saints draft. We still haven't even gotten to LSU baseball yet, so we got to get there as well. LSU bouncing back in the polls after the Auburn sweep, after taking care of business against the Crimson Tide over the weekend. As always, guys, if you want to get involved, youtube.com/1045 ESPN. That's where you can do so. Hop in the chat, hit the like button, and subscribe to both the OTB LSU and OTB Saints channels on both podcast and YouTube. More Off the Bench, Hour 2, coming up next.
Off the Bench.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Tuesday, April 22nd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of 81 in hour two of today's show. We'll continue to break down the New Orleans Saints heading into the 2025 NFL Draft, and we'll talk some LSU baseball. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN, and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number two of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? Welcome back to OTB, hour number two. Hope everybody's having a great day today. We spent hour one really just lamenting the fact that Derek Carr is in our lives at all. Again, get this man the hell up out of here. The amount of disrespect that he is showing to the state, to the franchise. And you know what you know what I want in a quarterback? I want a leader of men. somebody who men will follow. What did Jameis rack up while holding a microphone over Super Bowl week? Like 7 billion views or whatever. Derek Carr's got like 5,000. In fact, the guy, I should shout him out. He's reacted and disagreed with our stuff as well. But there's somebody reacting to the Carr reviews. Who is it? Here we go. Sorry, James Cremetta reacting to the Carr review video has more views than does the actual Derek Carr video. I guess the point is that video gives me a little bit of insight into the huddle. And my God, that guy would be uninspiring. I would not follow that guy. You know, you want somebody you're going to follow into battle? I wouldn't follow that guy into a mall. Like, get the hell out of here, dude.
Yeah, he's the guy in the movies that, you know, he comes into the huddle and everybody's like, Christ, here he's coming again.
The pitcher that came in or whatever, where the catcher's
the Phillies catcher's like, oh, this guy? Are you serious?
Oh my God, what are we doing, dude?
Yes.
We are cooked.
I think we need to find that video.
Again, the overall point of this, as someone who has been a big Derek Carr supporter and really tried to believe as hard as I could, the overall point is the exact same thing that just went down in Tennessee. And I know that you're going to tell me, oh, well, it's the pros and guys can train on their own and blah, 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 blah. It's the context of the situation. Trying to force your way out, leaking this BS shoulder information. And again, on day one of the Kellen Moore era, when everybody else is in there working, you're out there putting out, well, not only are you not working, you're out there putting out the biggest steaming pile of dog crap content that I've ever seen in my entire life. And what Cam Jordan's like got your back all offseason talking about how, well, I think if Carr's healthy, you know, we're like the second in the team, whatever. Cam, it's no more. Cam was out there. That man doesn't have me. He was out there day one grinding. It's time for Cam to stop. It's again. It's just disrespect to the franchise, to the state. The people paying him $40 million a year, get out of here. Gone. Cut today. Like Jake said, you're probably not going to find a trade partner. Cut his ass.
No, I don't think you're going to get anybody that wants to take that contract. Why would you right now? Maybe the Steelers, maybe. That's a soft maybe, because everybody else that wants a quarterback, they're in a different place right now. Right, so like Tennessee is going to, they're starting over with Cam Ward. There's not really a lot of quarterback hungry teams right now, but the Browns, they've decided that, they want to go Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco. The Giants have decided Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. So they don't like this quarterback class enough to take the chance, but every quarterback that I just mentioned is not as, like, they're on the same level kind of as Carr at this point.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's a contract that I defended so much, and I've never been more wrong, saying it's market value, it's this or that. This has turned out to be one of the worst contracts that I have seen in my 13 years or whatever of doing this job. So F you, Derek Carr. Mickey Loomis needs to be pressed at the press conference he'll have after the first round. And Derek, you just got to cut him. Just got to cut him. I don't care about any of the financial ramifications. Start the rebuild. Embrace the process. Here it is. This is what it feels like when Derek Carr is coming in the game, into the huddle.
Why did he do that?
The best part is, it's a genuine reaction because he's trying to be subtle with it. He's not like super open with it. It's an exasperated. If you're listening on radio, Jared Hughes, a pitcher's running in from the bullpen. And
like sprinting, though.
The catcher gives an exasperated sigh and kind of shakes his head as he's running in, and then tries to put on a brave face and start to talk to him or whatever. But, this is the feeling that the team has when Derek Carr starts talking in the huddle.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that guy actually did give up the runs to lose the game, or lose the lead at least.
But, Tay, I need you to look up Jared Hughes right now, because his picture from the Astros, he's the goofiest person I've ever seen.
Okay, I want to see this.
Just goofy looking. Why are you sprinting out there like that?
I do like I do like a good
but
sprint out. I don't mind. I don't mind to sprint out the. I mean, I guess it's because I grew up watching John Rocker.
If you're gonna be gassed like that.
Which I can't believe we got.
So I actually was thinking about this the other day, running out of the bullpen.
Oh my God, you were not lying. So now we're looking at a picture of Jared Hughes in an Astros uniform, and Alondra's breakdown of it being one of the goofiest pictures I've ever seen is absolutely accurate.
Just a goofy ass dude.
I mean, a tiny little closed mouth smile, like
eyes bugging
that's
out.
a bit, right? Like he did this like when you go to take a funny picture at school. Certainly. His eyes cannot be that wide naturally.
There's another good one from the Phillies. Hold on.
Okay,
This looks like a bit.
Is he opening his eyes extra, or I like?
He looks like
Look at his Mets one. Look at his Mets one.
Adam Gase at his Jets press conference.
Yes. I remember
looks like a cartoon character.
So every time I like smile for a picture, my eyes always look like they're closed. So
Same.
in a few different pictures recently, I've tried thinking like, open your eyes, open your eyes. And I look so disconcerting.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, we're just going to go back to looking stoned. Because that just, it looks like that guy. It looks like that guy.
Well, I was thinking about it this weekend. Running out the bullpen.
Okay. That's a more normal.
He's still goofy as hell.
He's still goofy. He's a very like literal goofy.
Running out the bullpen has to be like top 5 most awkward experiences.
Of course,
Like,
bitch.
do I sprint out like that?
No, you
do
walk
I
it. You
jog?
walk- you just walk out.
Everybody's watching me. Cameras are on me. TV's watching
It depends
me.
on what you look like. If Bob Wickman was sprinting out, I'd be like, yeah.
I'll never
Bob.
get Bob
Ariana
Wickman.
Rivera.
I'm walking head slightly down.
Bro,
Oh,
you
yeah.
cannot walk if you have a 5+ ERA like Jared Hughes did. If you walk with a 5+ ERA, that
Well, no, like,
you
I'm
better
saying,
be.
like-
If you can only walk if you are a killer. Otherwise, on the hop.
On the hop.
Hustle
Let's
up.
go.
Okay,
Come on.
Come on now.
How close to 5? Because look at that game. He's 4.77.
Okay, whatever. 4.47. You can't walk with a 4.47 ERA.
Well,
We're
he
not
took
allowing it.
He took your advice on that one. He's like, I ain't walking.
No, hell no.
Sprinting out
On the
there.
hop, dude. We need to show a little effort here on the field.
I think slow jog's appropriate though. That's kind of that kind of works for everybody.
I think the speed is in direct relation to how good you are. The better you are, the slower you can go. The worse you are, the faster you need to get there and stop wasting everybody's time. Unless you're like, again, a roided up psychopath like John Rocker and you just want to run.
Yeah.
Like a pit bull. So we talked about back to the state. Cut Derek Carr, get rid of it, blow it up, start the rebuild. Do you go tackle? Do you go like Kellen Moore? Do you go Genty? Do you go Warren? Maybe at 9. We'll see. The one angle that we haven't talked about, and then we'll stop talking about the one angle that we have not talked about draft-wise. And the reason why we're doing all this today is because we need to get Jake's draft insight on all this. Is Taylor, you were talking about the theory that the Saints draft whatever at 9, and then they trade up back into the first round from 40 to try to get like Jackson Dart. If there is one thing I absolutely 1,000% do not want to see, it is the Saints trading up. If you are talking about some of the root causes of why the answer to, well, do the Saints need a running back? Do they need a receiver? Do they need a quarterback? Why the answer is yes to everything, it's because they trade up. Made 32 picks over the last 6 drafts out of potential 42. And that's with the Sean Payton trade getting you extra picks. Like with a roster that is so deficient, so cash-strapped, rookie contracts take on added importance. They need to select every single pick that they have. Do not trade up, Mickey. I know your ass wants to. I know it. And for what, Jackson Dart? I mean, I don't know, dude. It's like all the Tyler Shuck stuff. I get it. He had one good year in college. I don't know, dude.
I'd feel much better, and I think Shuck's an okay player, but if it was Jackson Dart, I'd feel much better than if it was Tyler Shuck. And I know there's some people that like Shuck more than they do Jackson Dart.
I agree with that.
But the thing that, when I look at Jackson Dart, and I said it the other day or a couple of weeks ago, every year he got better within the SEC. Every single year he got better. Completion percentage goes up, yards goes up, touchdown goes up. Even like his rushing total kind of changed because like he became a more complete quarterback.
Yep.
Right. So early in his career, he had like 615 rushing yards his first year at Ole Miss. Well, that's, his pocket presence wasn't the same. And then that number was like 495 his senior year. And linebackers like, well, why didn't he run as much? Because he was better in the pocket, because he was better delivering the football. He had 29 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions. And so at least with him, you saw him continue to develop in the SEC, get better each and every year, where to your point, Tyler Shough might be great, but we're basing a lot off 1 year sample size when he played 6 years.
I mean, that sentence is crazy. And one thing I will say for Dart is I do appreciate the fact that Lane Kiffin tried to replace him multiple times, and then he made Lane Kiffin completely fall in love with him by the end. Okay, Jake, well, with that positive endorsement, would you trade up into the first round to get him?
If I felt like, okay, I've got a home run pick at number 9 and we're sitting there and I can move up to 31 and I give up minimal assets. I don't give up all my assets because they've actually got a couple of third rounders.
Let me see. I want to say, let me see. I think I might be able to get what a price would be. But so you are somewhat open to
if you're
trading up.
in the back end of the first round, and if you feel like you really hit in that first pick, then I would be, because I do think Jackson Dart's a starting quarterback in the NFL.
It does seem like everybody's really come around to him as of late. Like this, he went from being not in the first round conversation to now guaranteed first round?
I still think I think Vegas still has the total quarterbacks in the first round line set at 2.5.
What I think is funny about, speaking of Vegas, about this quarterback class is it's got everybody feeling so desperate. It just reaches all over the place. It's like it's like the married guy on the guy's trip in Vegas who immediately when he hits the ground just wants to go to the strip club. And just like, guy, relax a little bit, okay? We're here. We're just going to hang out. It's for the boys. We're not. Everybody's just desperate to try to make these guys potentially better than they are. I think we're feeling pretty confident though that the Saints are not going to take a quarterback at 9. What did Jeff Duncan just tweet, Jake?
That
you could paraphrase. I'm not saying the exact tweet.
No, he tweeted as much, and it's looking more and more likely that the Saints will not select Shedeur Sanders at number 9.
Yeah, and that is in keeping with a rather large body of evidence that we heard, meaning that Shedeur probably goes to.
Then that's when it gets interesting. Does he go all the way to 21 in the Steelers?
Yeah.
Now, I could see that. Now, I could see the Steelers also maybe getting a little antsy if the Saints don't select him, and maybe they feel like they got to get ahead of, whatever the team is, Dolphins, Colts, whoever it might be, I don't know. And they trade up, and they move up from 21 to 16 or something like that. I'm not saying they last all the way to 21, but if the Saints don't select him, there's not like an obvious landing spot for these quarterbacks.
No. Again, it's and then nobody behind them really behind the Steelers would really want to trade up either. So let's say you were the Saints and you wanted to pick at 9 and then you wanted to trade up to 20. I found the price. Nick Underhill broke it down. So picks 20 and 191 carry 866 points of trade value. For the Saints to match, they need something like 40, 71, and 93. I don't know, man. Again, you have a lot of picks. You don't have any money. It's only going to get worse as you pay off your Derek Carr debt. I think rookie contracts have so much importance on this team. I mean, it would have to be a perfect scenario for me to want to trade up in this draft. You kind of have me open to the Jackson Dart idea, but otherwise, a firm no trade up here.
Would you feel better if you traded up to 30, let's go 32, and you gave up one of your third rounders for Jackson Dart Or would you feel better if the Saints took Quinn Ewers at 40? Or someone,
I mean, I'm not. I guess that's probably why I'm easily saying this. Look, I'm not a quarterback expert. I'm not a draft expert, but all these quarterbacks feel like such coin flips anyway. Kind of equivalent coin flips. A bunch of sixes that desperation's making look like eights. So no, I don't. Yeah, sure, exactly. Like I would be cool with just taking Ewers at 40 or whoever at 40. And I don't know. There's like Spencer Rattler. You're going to suck next year, no matter what. I just don't want you to be the other problem with Derek Carr is that if he does play, he does probably, I think he does get you to like 7 or 8 wins where, you probably need to end up being worse than that.
Need to be 4 wins.
Ideally.
To get one of the quarterbacks in next year's quarterback draft, which seems like it's going to be solid.
What if Lenora Sellers ends up being awesome this season? And then you
got Lenora Sellers, you got Arch Manning, you got Garrett Nussmeier.
Yeah, Garrett's in play as well. For sure. Milroe at 9, says Ryan. Hell yeah.
No.
I would love Milroe at 40.
No.
I would
what
love
would Don
Milroe
Ron
at 40.
be like if they go Jalen Milroe, number 9 overall? Who
Hell
would be
yeah.
the most upset? I would say Hanny.
Oh, no, Moscona, dude.
Matt Moscona easily.
Moscona has been crapping on
that's
Milroe
true, 'cause
for
he had his whole Bama deal.
2 years.
Hanny would be pretty upset too.
Yeah. I would love Milroe at 40. I'd take Milroe or Ewers or is he going to be there at 40?
Milroe?
Yeah.
Yeah. So would Ewers.
Well, no, I know. I'm saying I would take Milroe over any of them because he has an actual superpower.
I don't know. I don't actually know that Milroe would be there at 40.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's buzz about
Browns
Milroe.
pick at 33. The Giants pick at 34.
Yeah.
So that's 2 teams. Even the Raiders pick at 37.
Yeah.
That's another team they could look at.
Milroe has a superpower, bro. That's the problem with all these quarterbacks. None of them do.
That's true.
Milroe's the only one. And so, especially if you're a team where he doesn't have to be your immediate starter, maybe
To your point, people can say, okay, well, his draft stock's going to fall. It could actually rise because even if you don't want him to be your starter right away, could you use him like a Taysom Hill until he gets his feet on it? You know what I mean? Like
if you wanted to,
use him, yeah.
If you wanted to, I'm sure you
use him
could.
in multiple spots.
Milroe at 40 would be, I think, a home run pick.
Would I want him as my QB? No, but he's a good player.
NFL actually invited Milroe to draft. Why? I think because they have some pretty good intel that he's going to go higher than you think.
I've seen a lot of people turn down the draft. Like Dart's not going anymore. Shador's not going anymore.
Well, why don't you want to spend that time with family maybe?
Also, if you're Shador, Jackson Dart, and you fall, do you want to be the guy in the green room falling and you're the QB?
So I heard that the NFL wants to avoid that like they did with Will Levis, which I don't know why. It seems like good TV. I heard they want to avoid it, which was making people connect the dots, say that Milroe is going to go early. But yeah, first round still seems maybe a bit rich, but we'll see. My robot son T-Bob, T-Bot says, can we please go ahead and castrate T-Bob at Don Juan's Thursday to end the Derek Carr curse? And maybe what actually has to happen. Somebody call Dr. Cockrell. We're going to have to do a full.
I thought Tebow was doing it.
We're going to have to do a full testicular removal. I would never let Tim Tebow touch my nuts. Unless he was gargling them.
I still love the fact that you thought that man was
castrating kids.
Children.
No, I meant circumcising guys.
That's still crazy.
It's close.
I meant
enough.
circumcising guys. Anyway.
I still think that's kind of crazy.
All right, that's enough Saints talk for now. But I feel like we've kind of I've got a much better understanding of everything in play. When we get back, let's talk some LSU baseball. Keep it locked right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. GEAUX Tommy's.com. GEAUX Tommy's.com. You want reliable window installation right here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You want to work with the best. You want to work with the company that every single year it's been in existence and taking home that Angie Super Service Award up to 8 years now, guys. Tommy Kissinger and the team's got your back. A former member the golden band from Tigerland. He's taken all that perfectionism that it takes to become a musician of that caliber, combined with 20 years of experience somewhere else, now so up to 30 years total. He's got his 10,000 hours, and he applies it all to you. If you want a Hardy Plank Vinyl Siding, Wood and Vinyl Windows, go to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding today.
And go see Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding this Saturday. Tommy will be there at the Baton Rouge Home and Remodeling Show, Lamar Dixon Expo Center, Saturday 10 to 8 and Sunday 10 to 5. So again, go see Tommy and the team over at Lamar Dixon, Saturday 10 to 8, Sunday 10 to 5.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
At Atmos Energy, our Smart Choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's
Welcome in to the best morning sports-ish show around. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to not respond to text of the week. This song is how I feel. Turn it up. God, I have not heard so long, dude. Wow. Wow. Just getting just overwhelmed with waves of nostalgia right now. Have y'all heard of the show Conclave?
The
I thought it was
movie?
a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a show.
No,
It's not a show. It's
Yeah,
a movie.
Mhm. Yeah, I watched it 2 weeks ago.
Excellent, because R.I.P. to Pope Francis. I know, whatever. Like, what I don't want to get into Pope Francis. I was a fan of what I thought was him kind of championing some of the messaging whatever. It doesn't matter, because I know people are going to politicize and just get pissed one way or another about it. But I've heard Conclave is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I know
it's pretty good.
It's a movie about choosing the next pope, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Pope dies, and like
That's what a conclave is.
I like it
Okay,
because
that's what
like,
a conclave is.
all the cardinals just talk crap about each other for like 90 minutes.
But you see all like the political machinations,
So
and
Ralph-
Ralph Fiennes is in there.
Yeah.
He's
Why is Ralph
amazing.
Fiennes so jacked right now, though?
I don't
Have y'all
know.
seen this?
Yeah, I saw that, but I love him. He's so underrated.
Yeah, he's great.
So his role in the movie, this is not a spoiler. You know this early on. Like he's trying to get out. Like he doesn't want to be a cardinal anymore. But he's kind of like the second in command after the Pope dies.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are like, "Hey, we want to vote for you." He's telling them, "No, don't vote for me. Like I'm out." So he's kind of helping, like, kind of.
And generally, you
move
want the
things
guy
around
to
in the
lead who
background.
almost doesn't
Yeah.
want to lead, right?
He wants to move things around in the background, trying to figure out like who he wants to be the next pope. A lot of people want him. He doesn't want to be it. I hated the ending, but like up until then, it was pretty good.
Okay. Okay, maybe I'll check out. I really want
They
to
do
see
it in the Tudors too.
What?
You've ever seen the Tudors, like a conclave?
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen Tudors.
Oh, it's so good. I think you'd like it.
I've heard good things.
It's great.
Is that Renaissance? Is that Renaissance era?
I think it's like the Middle Ages, or no? Yeah, it is Renaissance.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
because it's like Florence and
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes. You're right.
What was? Oh, and then, bro, have you seen the buzz on Sinners?
Yes.
Kugler's new
the way
movie.
it's reviewed, yeah.
99 on Rotten
Michael B.
Tomatoes.
Jordan?
What's that?
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
Okay.
Jordan starring.
I've seen the trailer.
Ryan
Fine
Coogler.
man.
Yeah. Of course, Ludwig Göransson, one of my favorite composers, doing the music for it. I'm going to see that sometime this week. All I've heard is that it's supposed to be incredible. But recently, over the weekend, I rewatched a movie that I saw in theaters, but almost didn't remember. I can't remember why. Maybe I fell asleep. I was tired or whatever. But I am ready to declare it the single most masculine movie that has ever been made.
What movie?
Wait, you've seen Over the Top, huh?
I've actually not seen
Okay.
Over the Top.
All right, never mind.
The Northman.
Never seen it.
Have y'all seen the Robert
Alexander
Eggers
Skarsgård?
movie? Yes.
Yeah,
so
I thought we
Skarsgård.
talked about that on air.
That's what I'm saying. I saw it in
Yeah.
theaters and I remember liking it, but then I kind of realized, oh wait, I don't remember anything about it. I don't know why.
That's really good.
But one of my buddies was talking about the other day, was like, you know what? I love Nosferatu so much. I still got to watch Lighthouse, but like I'll rewatch The Northman. My God, that is a hard-edged movie. I mean, it is. They gave this man $90 million, and he was like, "Ha! I'm just gonna make a Viking epic, but really stick to the Vikingness of it.
Yes.
Like I'm not gonna Hollywood it up. I'm not gonna soften any of the edges. I'm not gonna try to bring any. Like I'm just going to make some real Norse mythology type stuff here.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to, saying about the Northman's good. My wife didn't like it. Again, I think it's the most masculine movie I've probably ever seen. And if you are into Vikings and Norse mythology, you should 1,000% take the time to watch Northman. And you know, Eggers just brings you in, builds the world. Also, Skarsgård is so jacked. Speaking of a fine man, have Michael B. Jordan Skarsgård have a fine man off. Bilbo, did we talk about the Jordan Peele football horror movie yet? No, but I like that trailer a lot. Did you see that, Jake?
What'd you?
It's a trailer called Him. We can show you during the break. It's about it's produced by Jordan Peele, but it's about a college quarterback trying, wants to
Never heard of this.
be successful.
And Marlon Wayans is like,
And he
like
looks
the
good
devil.
at it. Yeah. What's that?
He like kind of seems like the devil in the
Well, I
trailer.
mean, let's not jump to conclusions.
No,
He's a
but I
coach.
mean, like, no, like
He's a
in the
coach. I
trailer,
don't
like that's
know.
kind of how he.
No, I mean, he's just a coach. Who knows? It's got a crazy out there trailer, but what you'll love, Jake, is the trailer basically boils down to how bad do you want it and what are you willing to sacrifice to get it? Which, like, I saw the trailer and I was like, this feels very accurate. This feels good. This feels good. This is like pretty there.
It looks really good.
Where do y'all see movie trailers anymore?
Twitter.
I see them on Instagram. I see them scrolling Instagram.
Twitter.
Yeah.
TikTok has them. Like
I'll see that a trailer's out on Twitter and then I'll watch it on YouTube because the higher quality. Williams' Northman was good, but it wasn't like, holy crap, this is the baddest thing ever. Like 300 was. Northman smashes 300.
Okay.
It's. I mean, again, well, they're completely different. It's apples to oranges. 300 is a comic book, literally, and like in this comparison. Whereas Northman, like Nosferatu, film.
What do we think of the titles of Jordan Peele's movies? I think they could use a little more creativity. Being very honest. No, let's go through them.
That Taylor has a take.
I think the titles of Jordan Peele's movies.
Seriously, here's his titles.
And you don't want to make this man host Monday.
Us. Nope. Him. Like, I'm going to need a little more, Jordan.
Not technically directed by Jordan Peele. I want to be clear on this. Executive produced by Jordan Peele, not directed by him.
Okay. The movies he directs, I need a little bit more creativity in the title, guys.
Us.
Like, come on.
Yeah, no.
Nope. Him. I'm like, come on, man. What are we doing?
Get Out.
Yeah. Like, I need a little bit more.
Hey, that's 2 words.
That is 2 words.
He went extra hard on that title.
Nah,
I need a little more.
Sometimes less is more. I'll say this for Jordan Peele's movies. Get Out, masterpiece. I did not really like Us. I
haven't seen any of them.
Oh, wow. Get Out's great. I loved Nope. If you want like a great creature feature, Nope is an absolutely fantastic one of those. And yeah. You should check it out.
I'm doing a deep dive into the Northman right now while y'all are
talking. I'm telling
you,
dude.
It lost money.
It did awful.
Yeah.
It reviewed incredibly well.
Yeah.
It cost $90 million to make, and it didn't even make back the budget.
No.
Which is crazy because Eggers didn't have final cut on Northman, and he kind of complained about it. And then later he said, like, whatever, like, grow up. That's how movies are made. I wish I hadn't complained about it. Whatever. He didn't have final cut, but I'll very rarely will say this. Credit the studio. Because not only did they give him $90 million to make just this Norse poem, but then on Nosferatu, it's the same studio, and they gave him final cut and full creative control and everything. So after it bombed and failed and lost everybody money, critically, they still believed in him, and Nosferatu was a huge success and made a ton of money.
Yeah, $50 million budget made $181 million worldwide.
Yeah, and you got a 3X to be considered a success compared to your budget. So they were rewarded for sticking with Eggers there. I still got to watch Lighthouse, but I mean,
Lighthouse is good.
That's what I'm saying. He's got a clean record. Eggers does so far.
You watched The Last of Us?
Not yet. I'm going to this week. Yeah, I've heard it's very good, actually.
Maybe top 5 episodes of television.
Which one? First one or second one?
The second one that I can remember.
Really? Damn, dude. I guess actually
it felt like a season finale.
I saw Jeff D. Lowe saying, and I trust his movie opinion. I saw him saying some of the actually kind of something along the same line. So you've excited me. Probably get into that tonight or this week if I don't do Conclave. We'll see. Anyway, that's a little. I should do Letterboxd, Ryan. That's a good call. That's a good call.
Letterboxd.
It's a movie review site, right? Where you just create your own. And so, like, if people want to see like your thoughts on movies, they can go.
I've got an idea. I think you should go buy a car and review the car on YouTube.
From All Star Toyota.
Recarded cars with 2 recards. Check it out today. We're just gonna laugh after everything that my other brother says.
And I'm gonna agree with everything he says.
Yeah, Taylor's so right.
Original thought.
Taylor's so right. The fact that they gave the same number on every single review, get out of
David's
here.
like, it's the only 20 we've ever had. And Derek's like, I'm going to go out of the box.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to say 20 out of 10.
I'm also going to go out on a limb, and I'm going
Thanks,
to say
Derek.
20
Why
out
did
of
they
10.
First
sound
episode.
like that?
Thanks,
First
Derek.
episode. Anyway. All right. When we get back, let's talk about LSU Baseball. Keep it locked. You're on OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to allstartoyotabatonrouge.com. All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge. Hey, hey, what do you say? I love All-Star Toyota. That's what I say. And you will as well. When you start to search for a new vehicle. I don't know. Dude. Look, what I do know is that, again, I love the people there. And every time that me and my family have needed a vehicle, they have found the perfect answer. And at times, look, I leased a Camry for years. Other times it's been minivans. You can buy Toyota certified used vehicles that still have excellent warranty coverage. And remember, if you need a body shop or service center, you mentioned OTB, $250 towards that deductible. Go to allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
Yeah, when you go to the website, always remember what you can buy new, you can lease. What you can lease, you can rent. Everything is available. So if you want to go ahead, prepare for your summer vacation, go ahead and rent that Toyota. Reserve that rental today. allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972.
Welcome to the 7th ranked morning sports show in America. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Last movie thought Disney's halting the production of live-action remakes after the failure of Snow White.
They should. I mean, there's never been a good one.
No.
Good.
And I'm not getting into Snow White discourse. I have not seen it.
No, we're talking about let's do a blanket on all of them.
On all of them. Get him the hell out of here.
Like, none of them were good.
How about this? A little less focus testing and a little more risk taking. That would be my thought for Disney. Anyway, though. All right, let's talk a little LSU baseball. LSU baseball bouncing back over the weekend. Guys, Taylor, what was the reaction to the Auburn sweep?
Yeah.
Wasn't great.
I imagine you had to deal. That was the one thing I was very happy about being on vacation for, was not having to deal with the darkness that was the LSU baseball fan base after getting swept by Auburn and Sam Dutton dominating you on Friday.
First hour of the show on Monday, okay? Derek Carr possibly out for the 2025 season. The Kyron Lacey news, LSU baseball getting swept, LSU softball getting swept. That was the first hour of the show last Monday.
Oh, my word.
I know.
That is, some actual, like, real darkness and then just, like, sports darkness.
That was the first hour Monday.
So
wasn't great, though.
No,
People were very upset about Sam Dutton all of a sudden becoming a good pitcher.
Well,
People
so
were
Sam
saying,
Dutton just kicked our ass?
Some of the comments I read was, of course, Nate Yeskie. Nate Yeskie can't get it done with Sam Dutton. All he has to do is go to a different pitching coach, and he's good now. I mean, not so at all.
He is a Friday night starter, which is kind of crazy. But so you get swept there, drop of the polls, and you come back. You take 2 or 3 off of Bama. Would have loved to get sweep on Sunday, but it's the SEC, 2 or 3. What do you now, 12-6? And my God, guys, again, Northwestern State tonight. We'll see. Do you start Schmidt? What do you do? We could talk about that. But, I mean, this weekend, guys. LSU, Tennessee, Jay Johnson, Tony V. Natty champs, 1-2. Who will be 3? 34-7, 12-6 LSU against 33-7, 12-6 Tennessee. Are you kidding me? In the D1 baseball polls, Tennessee 6, LSU 7. In Baseball America, LSU 4, Tennessee 5. And the USA Today coaches poll, LSU 5, Tennessee 6. Whoa! Does it get any better than what's going down this weekend?
I am super jealous to anybody that gets the opportunity to go to the box this weekend.
Jeez.
I'm going to be out all weekend, so I won't, have the ability to attend any of the games, and I am going to be ultimate FOMO sitting there watching because the box is going to be electric. We had Chris Blair on yesterday, T, and we were talking about it and what it's going to be like. It's going like whatever the peak is, it's going to be at its regular season peak.
Yes, it is going to feel like a postseason game, a postseason environment, as it has the kind of greater narratives of LSU fans feeling like baseball is kind of their birthright. The old money, and then here Tennessee is
the
new
crypto
money.
bros.
Yeah, the brash crypto bros who have the tech startup and whatnot, and they want to come in and act like they know everything. Their tiny little stadium. I can't wait.
So you might have the momentum here. Besides it being at the box, they just dropped a series to Kentucky at home.
So I was wondering because I was a bit surprised to look up and see their SC record is 12-6 as well.
Mm-hmm. So they just dropped 2 of 3. They lost to Kentucky at home. I think they played Ole Miss.
Did they get swept by somebody? They get swept by
No,
somebody.
but both teams have lost 4 out of 6. Coming in.
Yeah. So then they.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they won the series versus Ole Miss and then lost to Texas A&M.
Oh, that's right. A&M took
who
the series
run
off
rolled
of
them.
Yeah.
How about A&M?
So they're coming in a little. I know.
Is A&M coming on hot?
A&M was
They're getting hot, man.
1-9 in SEC play, and now they're 8-10.
Oh wow!
It was after that Kentucky. Whenever him and Nick Mangione were like.
Oh yeah.
After that, they got hot.
Yeah.
After that, they went to Tennessee,
oof.
beat Tennessee, and then I forgot who else they did, but.
So A&M may be starting to look like the team that they were once thought.
Yeah,
to be.
I mean they're still they got some work to do, and you want to get to 13 wins, but
already being at 500 again, basically, you feel like,
being 1-9, their RPI was in the hundreds. It was like 114 at that point. I mean, Missouri's 0-18, South Carolina's 4-14. This is in league play. Mississippi State and Florida both 6-12. in league play, and then you've got Kentucky and A&M at 8-10. Everybody else is at least 500 or better.
So their coach fired them up against Kentucky, go on the road, beat Tennessee, and then they sweep South Carolina at home, and then they beat Arkansas at Baum-Walker.
Wow.
At Baum-Walker, they won that series.
Whoa.
Yeah, who Arkansas 13-5 in league play was the number one team in the country. Now that is firmly the Texas Longhorns.
Yeah.
Taylor, our resident yell leader, I'm sure you're very happy about all of this. You milkman looking.
I mean, I don't think anyone makes fun of Texas A&M more than I do, but
I don't know. Dude, you look
You just
like
look
a
like a
yell
yell
leader.
leader, dude. I don't know
guys,
what to tell
looks have nothing. It's
I don't know
all
what to
about
tell you, dude.
vibes.
No, something about
I'm
your
not
face.
saying you just look like
I
a
don't
yell
know
leader.
what
I'm not
it
saying your
is.
vibes that of a yell leader. You just look like a yell leader.
Yeah.
Like when everybody's making their AI Barbie dolls and they made the one of you on the yell leader. I mean, yeah. That
Oh my gosh, that was
literally
hilarious.
like a yell leader.
Also, Hunts was very funny.
Yeah.
I didn't
On
see
the,
Hunts.
They did him on a yell leader as well.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was great.
I didn't see that. I'd love to see it, though, because nobody – now, that's somebody that thinks about Texas A&M in a bad light every day of his life. Like, he goes to Texags when they lose.
Yeah, which Taylor used to before he got banned, to be fair.
I did. Yes, I did.
Credit that. So I know I'm giving Taylor crap, but recognize he's probably actually the realest A&M hater out there, literally getting banned on Texas.
It was a good time for about a week and a half. And then they caught on quick. I think I was too obvious with it.
You burned a little too hot and fast.
Well, so I did things, though, that was, like, true, and it really got under people's skin, and I'm sure those...
did things that were true. Something tells me that they would dispute that, but that's
like,
fine.
it was... They had just got blown out by somebody in football, and I responded, like, guys, why are we so upset? We don't actually win anything. Like, this is who we are. And it just, like, you can imagine how that went up. Like, I didn't say anything that wasn't true.
All right, when we get back, let's close out hour 2 of OTB. Then we got Nick Underhill come by.
Off the bench.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the 2025 Jeep Compass Sport for only $23,995. $23,995 or 2025 Jeep Compass with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, added it in a blind.
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. Hey, doing a reminder about KTOZBlinds.com. That's KTZ Interiors and Outdoor Living. And if you need some drapes, blinds, shutters, shades, maybe something like some drop-down exterior shading, get your home ready for the summer so you can be grilling and chilling on the outside. Now the heat is here. K2Z is your answer. And look, what I love about K2Z is the upgrades to your home are both functional and aesthetic, and that they can save you money on bills to cool in your home and everything else like that. Really tie the room together as well. And when you're dealing with Brandon Barton, you're taking advantage of decades of experience, complimentary installation, complimentary estimate. So what are you waiting for? Whether it's a starter home or the home of your dreams, bring your home to the next level with K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living, or go to KTOZBlinds.com. All right, so we're going to talk to Nick Underhill next. I want to get into Lee Corso. Corso obviously announcing that the first show of next year's season going to be his. It is the first one, right? Which have they announced where that's going to be at? It's going to be at Ohio State, surely, right?
So I was hoping last week, I was like, oh, maybe it'll be LSU Clemson week 1. Texas is at Ohio State.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
So that's got to be.
Arch Manning, Julian Sayin, defending champs, everything else. They're going to end up in Columbus. And also, like, not a bad, I would say that's the most appropriate setting for Lee Corso to go out rather than heading over to Clemson, though. That LSU game's going to be incredible. So we'll talk about Lee as well a bit in hour number 3. We also got our NFL story of the day. I just made Jake watch the Him trailer during the break. What did you think about it?
Looks good. Looks weird. Looks like it's got chaotic energy all over the place.
Very chaotic energy.
Like the football setting. We'll see how the actual football is. First time I see him throw a football and it looks bad, I could be out.
So I was going to say, I actually feel like the football looked okay.
In the trailer, it looked okay.
The trailer looked okay. And it is so hard for Hollywood to do football
I don't
right.
like. Did you not play Pee Wee football actor?
It doesn't make any sense. All right. When we get back here and off the bench, we got Nick Underhill stopping by, and Nick is going to fill you in with everything you need to know about Thursday's draft. Keep it locked right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
The border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Tuesday, April 22nd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of 81. In hour 3 of today's show, Nick Underhill of New Orleans Football stops by to talk all things New Orleans Saints as we lead into the 2025 NFL Draft. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yo! What up, y'all? Welcome in hour number 3 of OTB. Yeah, 104.5. Yes, yeah. 94.7 as well. And if you're listening in the future in Shreveport.
No, you get hours 1 to 2.
Okay, so you're not listening. Okay. Whatever. Now it's time, though, and we start every hour 3 this way with our guy, Nick Underhill of New Orleans Football. Nick _Underhill. Big week for New Orleans Football. The draft is here, but before we get to draft stuff, Nick, I just got back from vacation, and I didn't know how today's show was going to go. What I did not expect was to come in and get inordinately pissed off about the behavior of Derek Carr. Everybody else out here grinding, Kellen Moore era, day one, Cam Jordan, everybody's in there working out, and Derek Carr is out there releasing the most uncharismatic, boring, steaming pile of crap content that I have ever seen. The most unoriginal, stupid ass. Like at least if it was entertaining, it would have some value. Not only does it suck, the timing sucks. He clearly wants out. Look, Josh Heupel just told us nobody's bigger than the Power T, okay? Nobody's bigger than the fleur-de-lis. What in the hell is it going to take Mickey Loomis to just cut his ass? Just cut his ass and get him out of everybody. And I've defended Carr more than most. Get his ass out of here. I'm done.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
First of all, I apologize. I just got back from the Space Museum, and I got sick. So, if I sound terrible, my voice sounds bad.
By the way, you had an excellent NASA analogy when it comes to draft first round. We can get there. We can get there later. I was wondering why space was on your mind. Anyway, for real though, why did you redo his contract? Why are they sticking with it? Is that Kellen Moore? Is that Loomis? And why in the hell now are they not just cutting him and embracing the process?
All right, so starting at the beginning of it, I think it's very plain and clear that this was not a thing on March 8th when his contract got restructured. The Saints, I don't think, knew he was hurt, and I am pretty certain Derek Carr didn't know he was hurt on March 8th. Because if you're pushing to get released from your $40 million contract and you have a bad shoulder and you get released and then you go to another team and try to get a contract, they're going to deny that because you're going to fail the physical. And at that point, Derek Carr was pushing to get traded and or released, which will require a physical. So that wasn't going to happen. He didn't know he was hurt. You aren't doing that. Those aren't the actions of a person that knows he's hurt. And then the other thing is he had an injury guarantee. So the narrative about the physical or whatever doesn't really make sense to me because he was getting no matter what, that money, whether they restructured it or he was actually hurt, that doesn't come into play because that money was getting paid out no matter what. So nothing here makes sense. It doesn't make sense to want out if you're hurt at that point. So on March 8th, when this happened, he was fine. There was nothing wrong with him. The first I heard about it was about maybe, I'd have to look at the dates on my phone, but it was the end of March, the week of March 20th. One of the receivers was trying to get with him to play, to throw, to catch. Hey, you want to go work out? And I got a text. It was hey, I think something weird's going on with Derek. He said his shoulder's sore. He won't get together to throw. I didn't think that he was actually hurt at that point. I thought he was just sore. I didn't think it was a surgery thing or whatever. And then all this kind of comes out. But look, here's the thing. The day of the restructured contract that evening, I'm getting, words coming back that Derek still wants to be traded. And it's just what are you talking about? This is done. He got the contract restructured. He can't get traded now. It's just they've guaranteed that you won't pay $40 million to someone to trade him. And still at that point, he did not want to be part of the team. I don't know for sure. I'll never say someone has, the ulterior motives, but you do have to wonder if the New York Giants called today and said, hey, gonna offer this trade if Derek says, yeah, I'll waive my no trade clause, and if he'd be able to play through whatever injury he has if his jersey color changed. You really have to wonder that at this point. And I think it's more about wanting to be somewhere else than it is about the shoulder. This whole thing felt way more contentious than it should have. It felt way more serious than it should have, and it feels like there's still something going on here that I think is more serious than whatever's apparently keeping him off the field. But again, maybe he's really, really hurt, but I'm just saying it has my third eye's open on this one is all I'm saying.
Yeah, because he's full of crap. But even if he's not, I don't care if he's hurt. He needs to be in the building. He's paid $40 million a year to be the quarterback and leader of the team.
That's the thing. Yeah, you're establishing a new culture. You're the leader of the team. You want to be
So
here.
cut his ass. Establish the culture.
That's what I would do. Man, I wrote the story last week. I'd get him out of here. Like, I wouldn't want him. You're trying to establish a new culture. This is going on, all that stuff. I get it probably has to wait until June 2nd, and that's fine. But then on June 2nd, like, this needs to happen. Like, it's a thing where it's not an established coach with an established culture and in a winning locker room where you can kind of absorb some of these problems. Like, you're setting what it is now with a new coach on a bad team that's going to lose a lot of games. And the only way you're going to become a good team going through this is by having everybody bought into the program. And you can't have, for better or worse, this man is the face of the team right now. You're the quarterback of the team. You can't have that going on. And look, I don't want it to be a pail hanging over the season. I don't want us to be on here in November. Hey, is Derek coming back? Oh, saw a video of him doing it can't be a thing. Like, just move on, start over. Whatever he won, try to figure something out. Hey, give some money back. And I don't know if you can redo the contract, if you can stop the pay. I don't know what's possible because this is so bizarre. But there has to be a way out of this somehow, and there has to be some type of agreement. Maybe get some money back, something. I don't know, but you lost. He's going to leave with more than he should have, more than he would have if you would have done something before. I understand why they tried to hold on to him. I'm shocked that it's playing out like this. I just can't believe that. If it is something, look, if the injury's real, whatever. If it's not real and this is a ploy, I'm shocked by it. I'm legitimately shocked by it. You're being paid very, very fair money. I would argue, look, I get the relationship with the city. I get why he would not like to play here. I get that he hates the media. I get that he has beef with, everybody. I get that. But with the organization, I would argue. And I wrote a story in November, pointing at November 2023. Hey, look, they got to start holding this guy accountable. They're treating him different than everybody else. I would say that they have treated him better than I've seen him treat any player. And for this to happen is just wow, because they're paying him all the money. They've coddled him. They changed the playbook to make him right after he was wrong on a play. They took his side on everything. And this is where you end up. It blows my mind. It really blows my mind. I cannot believe it's playing out like this.
Yeah, and I think you have no choice. You have to move on from him. However that happens, you have to. He can't be the leader of your team. He can't be in your locker room. But now that we kind of do know all of this, Nick, what does that do to the Saints quarterback room? Because if you draft a player, you're going to have a first-year player, second-year player, third-year player basically in your quarterback room. You wouldn't really have a veteran player. Do you bring in a veteran like an Aaron Rodgers maybe who's still out there? What do you think the plans now are for the Saints? Because you've got this money tied up to a guy that's not going to play for you. Everyone wants you to maybe select a quarterback in this draft. Where do you go?
I got my feeling is pretty strongly no on a veteran if they don't get one in this draft. I think they'd roll with what they have and try to see what Rattler can do. And I think ultimately if the draft played out in the way where they aren't able to get the one quarterback they want, I would say they probably roll with Rattler and just are fine with whatever happens. Either you strike gold or, you're drafting Nussmeier or Sellers or somebody next year maybe. I think that's probably how it would play out. But I think they go with their guys that they have. I think that, they try to draft one guy and kind of go from there. But yeah, I think it's just kind of boom or bust with what they got at this point.
Talking to Nick Underhill, NewOrleans.football is the site, and the site's on fire right now, guys.
In a good way.
Yeah, sorry. In a good way. It's very functional. I mean, it's they're releasing a lot of good articles right now about breaking down a very important time for the New Orleans Saints. So one of the lines, and I think it's in your piece in which you are talking about offensive tackle, and we can get into that, but one of the lines has to do with basically, or one of the paragraphs has to do with basically, look, do not trade up. I agree. Okay. In the Saints context of being, having an awful cap and an awful roster, every single rookie deal has added value and takes on greater importance. Is there a quarterback here Look, the thing is, I know it's fruitless because I know Mickey's going to trade up anyway just because he will. But, like, is there a quarterback that you would maybe give a tacit approval to trading up for?
Me? No.
Yeah.
No, me? No.
And I'm talking, I'm sorry, and to
fine.
be clear about the context of my question, I'm saying, let's say you draft either tackle, Warren, whatever at 9, and then, the trade up then would be to get, maybe a little bit up. But you're saying no, even in that context.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it. On draft night, I wouldn't like it. Obviously, these are things where, hey, look, if it works, like, it's the greatest trade in the world, and you evaluate it as you get new information. But after watching all of them, no, I mean, there's nobody that I would need to have. There's nobody that I would definitely want to throw possibly a future pick on, because if you're going up, what if it takes next year's second and that second's pick 33, pick 34 is basically a first rounder? Like, I don't want to see that. I don't think anybody's that. I don't look at anyone where I go, hey, this is the guy. And I even include Cam Ward in that. Like, there's no one in this class where I would strongly bet my future on them. But they are going to trade up, I think. I think they're going to try. I think, man, the dream scenario here is if Genty falls and Sean Payton, there's, rumors that Sean Payton wants him, maybe you could trade back to 20.
Oh, that'd be great.
You take Josh Connerly at 20, get your tackle, and then maybe you're in the second round and you take maybe you package your 2 seconds to go up and get Tyler Shuck or something like that. Like, I would be okay with that type of trade if you pick up something from Sean that you could package with 40 to get your guy. But I don't know. I don't
or
see
select
it.
both,
I don't
or
see
just
anyone that I
use
would
all
wanna
the
do.
picks. Just use all the picks and try to infuse this roster with some youngness as you start this new era.
I think they pick at 9, and then I think they try to get up in the second or get up in the first, get up in the bottom of the first, and I think that would be for Tyler Shuck. I think that's probably how it plays out.
I haven't seen them mock to any receivers recently, and that's how this process kind of started, was pass catcher, and now it seems to be offense, defensive line, maybe Tyler Warren if he's there. Then it kind of goes to quarterback. Like, the Saints need help at receiver, right? I mean, Chris Olave, the concussion deal scares you. Obviously a very serious matter. Rashid Shaheed continues to be injury-plagued. Last year you were playing with guys off the street. I know you signed Brandon Cook, but, like, that's somebody that, better days are behind it. Like, why not receiver maybe at 9 or 40?
So I think the problem at 9 is that there just isn't the guy there. And then at 40, I think they really like Higgins, the 6'4" guy. I just don't know how you put all of them together. I think there's just too many needs. And when you add the quarterback thing in, like, it just kind of gets bypassed to where it's just tough to do everything within those 2 picks. But I agree with you. Like, I think it should be close to the top of the list. I just don't know that there's the guys there. If you feel like T-Mac is a little bit of a concern with, his love of the game or whatever, if you can reconcile that, I could see that pick happening. I just don't think that's where they're at with it. And, that's apparently kind of the huge ethos of this coaching staff, is that they want guys that just love football. So I don't know if he fits the profile. Then, like, Luther Burden doesn't really either. They like sent out tape of him practicing because of questions about how he practiced and all that stuff like that. So I just don't know, like, if the class is really there. I think there are some guys at 40, and if you're going non-QB there, I think it's a great spot to get one. And honestly, we did this, like, event last night. Like, my dream draft for them would be Genty at 9 and Higgins at 40. It's kind of how I would love to see this thing play out. I think they need OT. I think they need pass rusher. I just don't love any of the value of those guys at 9 that are probably going to be there. I do like Michael Williams, but I think it's kind of a little bit too boomer busty when you look at him. And that's just probably PTSD from other Saints pass rushers that they've drafted. I'm probably bringing in old stuff into it, like into that evaluation. But I could see him going at 9, but I think 40 is a great spot to get that receiver. And really, if they got one, and he looks different, he's bigger, he fits the profile, that I would feel great about, day 1, day 2 of the draft. Like, if you just told me they got an answer at receiver at 40, like, whatever they do at 9 would be I think you got a hit there, but that would make me feel good about this draft if they left it with the receiver.
Speaking of PTSD, drafting a tackle, you maybe have a little bit given how spotty your O-line draft has been as of late. That said, I really loved your analogy, and we referenced it earlier about it's kind of like buying new tires or a new roof. It's very expensive. You're not really going to feel it, but it's like what you have to do. You also, as you mentioned, you just got back from the Space Museum, I think. You also mentioned the fact that, both NASA and the Saints right now are in a bit of a weird race. Will NASA go back to the moon first, or will the New Orleans Saints draft a first-round quarterback again? It's been over 50 years for both of these things. NASA's set to go back to the moon in January. Here's my question. They're going to trade up, maybe get Tyler Shuck. Like, how many quarterbacks do you think are going to end up being taken in this first round?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think you set the line at 2. I think that's where the line would probably be. And what happens with Shedeur Sanders, I think, is going to be the most fascinating thing in the whole entire draft, because I could see a lot of teams passing on him. I could see a whole lot of teams passing on him, or I could see the Giants owner getting desperate and forcing a pick before maybe the GM would take him. But if the Giants will take him, I really have no idea where he falls. I've been saying since February I'd be incredibly surprised if he ended up with the Saints. Still feel that way.
Yeah.
I feel that way if he's there at 9. I feel that way if he's sitting there at 40. I would just be surprised if he ends up as a member of the New Orleans Saints. I think I'm going to put him in the first round. Obviously Ward, and I'll say 3. I'm going to guess 3, but it could be 1. Like it's just that kind of draft. And I don't know if the reporting on Shedeur has been, maybe as thorough is. I just think that there's probably an opinion about him, and it really just depends on if one team feels different.
So here's kind of my question then, because all these quarterbacks feel like just the same whatever coin flip risk to me, all kind of unexciting. Will Milroe be there at 40? And why would you not take the guy who actually has a superpower? If you're going to take
the
a
buzz
chance.
in the league gossip is he's going 34 if they don't take Sanders at 3. Like that's just kind of
that makes
sense.
sense.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Like if I'm flipping a coin, give me the one thing. But look, I think he needs probably 2 years. But
yeah.
He's got something, he's got something. And if I'm going to be wrong, my whole thing is if I were running a team and I'm going to be wrong, I'm going to be wrong betting on something that looks assured at least. And he's maybe the only guy with the one assured elite trait.
Yeah.
Where it's just you can build around this. Take Genty and then, draft him and just have just this offense where you're going to run over everybody. I could see somebody making that work. That would be a great little combo. But yeah, I like him. I like a lot about him. Very boomer bust, but yeah, he's the one guy, as you said, with the superpower.
Nick Underhill, NewOrleans.football. Nick, what do you got going on the site over the next few days and the YouTube channel and everything so everybody knows?
Just constant coverage of the draft, breaking everything down, podcast shows. We got one up right now. Matt Miller from ESPN came on it, was breaking down the 26 QB class, just to kind of give a primer of the Saints bypassing this one. But yeah, just kind of everything we're hearing heading into it. This is kind of where the truths start coming out a little bit. So the I'm hearing things over the next couple of days. There's a little bit more weight on that than the stuff in February. So yeah, just constant coverage of the draft.
There you go. New Orleans on football site. Go subscribe today. Nick, thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah, take it easy, guys.
All right, when we get back, more OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge. All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge.com is the website, and All-Star Toyota is your home for your next vehicle. We got great deals going down right now. You can check them all out online at allstartoyotabatonrouge.com. Remember, buy 3 tires, get a 4th tire for just $1 right now. And if you go into the body shop or the service center, which is open to all makes and models, doesn't have to be Toyota, did not have to be All-Star. If you go into the body shop and you mention OTB, you get $250 towards that deductible. So whether you're looking for a big old truck, sedan, minivan, whatever the case may be, it's all at All-Star Toyota, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
Yeah, we always tell you about everything they have available because buying new, leasing, renting, everything is there. Van, multiple trucks, multiple hybrids, multiple sedans, multiple midsize SUVs, the full-size Sequoia. They've got something for everyone, no matter what your needs are. They're going to be met over at All-Star. So go ahead, set up that rental process, reserve that vehicle today, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. Whole team on wild.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Back from the break, where the sports talk gets real. Kinda. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's
What's up, guys? Remember to go to Boudreaux's Electrical. Boudreaux'sElectrical.com. Family owned and operated since 1982. They are your Generac home generator dealers. The experts, guys. They got certified techs ready to go whenever you need to make sure your system is good to go 24/7. Great financing options available as well. So it's $159 a month. So you want more power. You want more protection. You want to make sure that the lights stay on, your meats stay frozen, your family stays taken care of during the storm season. No matter what happens, you want to go to Boudreaux's Electrical. Again, that's Boudreaux'sElectrical.com, where everybody is a VIP. Shout out Boudreaux's. Love having you a part of OTB. Interesting college football stories. Would y'all rather talk about the Tennessee UCLA trade or Lee Corso?
Lee Corso, I'm kind of done with Nico. I mean,
I know we've talked about Nico a lot.
I think I mentioned him like 3 times last week because there's an update every day.
Well, the two Nikos. There's been dueling Nikos that are both villains that both continue to get lambasted more and more by the day.
Who's the worst Nico?
Who's the worst Nico? Now that's an interesting. I mean, easily Nico Harrison. Unfortunately, I mean both made really dumb moves, but yeah, but Nico Harrison is probably the dumbest in basketball history. Unless somehow the Mavs are good next year, which
I just can't imagine.
Not with Kyrie being hurt. If Kyrie wasn't hurt, maybe I could see a world where like AD just gets, maybe Nico gets lucky and AD somehow stays healthy for a year.
No. Did you watch the Mavs last game?
I did not. I did not see the second playing game. I saw the first one they won, and I was like, "Oh, Nico!"
At first, he was grabbing his back, and then he was grabbing his groin, and then at one point, after the groin, air quote, injury, he was grabbing the back of his calf, like all in one game, back, groin, calf. I'm like, my guy,
so
just say you don't like basketball.
That's so AD. Yeah. So both Nikos bad. Lee Corso. Good. Lee Corso, at his current age, post-stroke, fighting through everything, still has multiple orders of magnitude more charisma than both of the Carr brothers combined and multiplied by infinity. I mean, Lee Corso, like, if you love the vibe of College Game Day, the fun, the goofiness, so much of that stems from Corso. Like, he set the path, charted the way for that show, and it's a show that we have all come to love deeply, and it's going to be a great day of celebration, but also a bit sad, knowing that Lee will no longer occupy that chair.
I think a lot of our memories, and like, I'm soon to be 40 years old, but you know, for me and for anybody probably still in their 20s, even people older than me, 45, 50, like, you remember growing up and watching Lee Corso put on headgear.
Yep.
Like, we all remember watching it on Saturday mornings, and we're sitting there with anticipation. You know, who's he going to select? What antics is he going to have after he selects a team? And it was even on the video games, you know, after a while growing up as well. So this is somebody that is a part of a lot of different age range, you know, kind of growing up in some of those core memories.
Not so fast, my friend.
That too.
Right? The old ball coach. Well, I mean, I guess it's Spurrier, but again, it's and the headgear picks are just representative of the larger influence that he had on the show, which is sometimes sports coverage, man, can be so serious. Now, granted, it seems like we're in an era where it's kind of rubber banding back the same way, but so serious, so stiff, so august. And Lee just brought a down-to-earth, again, charisma and fun to it that defined our generation of watching College Game Day. Tanner Landra, how do you feel about old Lee finally hanging it up?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about it yesterday. It's really sad, but I think we can all agree it was time for him to do so. Because you kind of just, because like you said, you grew up with it, right? And you see this guy and he puts on the headgear and he's so great. So like kind of watching him on the decline was a lot sadder to me than if he would have just retired maybe a couple years ago.
See, that's interesting because I kind of have the, he was kind of like I have like that feeling of him almost being like my grandpa, where you know, at times he struggled, at times maybe he said the wrong thing, this or that, but like I was still loving him, and I was willing to let that man go as long as he wanted to.
No, yes, I agree with that, but it's still sad to watch it.
Yeah, at times
whenever
it could.
Like I felt kind of bad for him. So, but yes, I agree. Like I still loved him. I still want him to do what makes him happy, and if that's what kept you going, then keep doing it.
You're right.
But it is hard to watch. It's hard to watch.
Yeah, it could be at times. That is true.
Yeah.
Today, what do you think about Lee leaving?
So I actually got to react to this live on Thursday. It broke during OTB. It got to me a little bit, guys. I mean, people in the chat that were watching, they know what I'm talking about a little bit. Like, look, Lee Corso.
Did you get Tom Rinaldi'd?
A little bit.
Wow.
Probably the single biggest influence for why I wanted to do what I'm doing. Like, I decided I wanted to get in sports media when I was about 9 or 10 years old. And the reason why, Lee Corso made College Game Day appointment viewing in my household every single Saturday. I mean, me and my dad, like, I'd go wake him up. I'm 8, 9 years old. Dad, College Game Day's on, we can't miss it.
Oh,
and, like, Lee Corso, like, was that. Like, it's one of those guys you're like, oh, I've never even met him. Like, I feel like I know him. I mean, I decided I wanted to do this because of Lee Corso.
Guys, we're getting old. Gary D on the way out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lee Corso done.
Literally, our childhoods just.
Our childhoods are evaporating.
Oh, you mentioned the old ball coach. Steve Spurrier turned to 80 over the weekend.
Yeah, saw that in chat. Didn't need to see that either.
80?
Yeah.
Looks great, though. At least from what I've seen of him. Still seems, very active and great.
But it's like every Saturday during the fall. And like football Saturdays, the fall just has that vibe.
Yep.
So it is definitely a big part of our lives that are going to be going away.
Cup of coffee.
Just turn it on and
knowing at 11 a.m. your entire world's going to start to get rocked for the whole day. It's
he's an iconic person. It's really sad.
But like, I literally, we're sitting here. I had to go to Jordan, like, on Thursday. I was like, hey, tell me your favorite Lee Corso memory. And they took the camera off of me. I was like, ugh.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's, look, I don't.
I will say this. I know I'm going to cry at whatever highlight package they put together for Lee.
Oh, 100%. And the fact
on game day week 1.
The fact that he, his first headgear pick was Ohio State. I guarantee you it's his last headgear pick. Like that. I mean, it's poetic. It's the perfect ending.
It is the perfect ending. All right. Well, shout out to you, Lee. Firmly beloved by all college football fans. When we get back here on OTB, we got a Tay-Tay NFL story of the day, which will almost assuredly be awful and terrible and make you want to change the radio. So I guess you should probably just go now. More OTB coming up next.
Off the bench.
Go to centralplumbing.org, 925-8552, 925-8552, centralplumbing.org. Oh, we ain't even gotten into Shannon Sharp yet. But we don't need to do that during Central Plumbing Read. Though it does involve some bathroom talk. But if something goes wrong with your bathroom, you go to centralplumbing.org, 925-8552, centralplumbing.org, and take advantage of the place that has flat rate pricing, over 50 years of experience, incredible warranty coverage. It's all at Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org.
Go to the website today and see what they can do for you in the remodel game. That's at your home. That's at your business. No matter what you're looking to get done, big or small, anywhere in between, they can get that done. Also, go tankless today with the tankless water heater. Never run out of hot water again. We always talk about it. You get home late from the ball field, dance, whatever it might be with the kiddos, and you got to do dishes. You still got to shower. You got to do laundry. Well, it's okay because you're never going to run out of hot water again. Go to the website today, centralplumbing.org.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary. For those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service
because you look so fine that I really want to make you mine.
Back at it, where sports talk meets pure chaos. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
4, 5, 6, you're more than get your kids because you don't need the money with the face that I got. Welcome back, OTB. You don't need a face like that with some buns like that, do you, honey? Honey buns. Specifically, $25K per bun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So for those that don't know, a woman is suing Shannon Sharp for, and I'm not going to mention her name, although Shannon's team did, but a woman is suing Shannon Sharp for, I think, like $50 million or something.
Is it Michelle?
I don't know.
No, it's not.
Alleging sexual assault and...
So the only thing I've heard about this is what Tay-Tay said during the break.
So Shannon's team has now released some very graphic text messages that are said to have come from the woman who is suing
Between
him.
the both of them?
Well, they've just released her messages to him.
Because she
apparently has a video that they are claiming is highly edited to make something that is consensual look non-consensual.
But where his text at?
I don't know. His legal team did not release his text. Some real greasy stuff all around.
All of it is weird.
But in all grease, we can find some dark humor at times.
Yeah.
And one of the texts is about, I know you missed this big booty. I'm going to clean it up a little bit.
I want Tay-Tay to say it.
Okay, yes. Read it, Taylor.
Like how I read it in break, or?
I don't know. Yes, read how you read it in break.
Okay.
I was in the bathroom.
I'll clean it up.
The way you read it in break.
It's so funny.
Just don't curse where you can avoid it.
No, you can't do it.
I know you missed this big juicy butt. $25K for each cheek.
Which begs the question,
like,
too.
Shannon Sharp shouldn't have to pay for that, right?
Two questions. Is there a booty out there worth 50K?
No, absolutely not.
And also, are you telling me I can pay for just one cheek? And what does that mean?
What does that get you? What does one cheek get you?
If I just want to pay $25K for one cheek, what does that mean? Is that like you're undersized? I don't understand. I have questions. Also, I mean, Shannon's got the money, but yeah, $50K?
I think like if anybody should be charging $50K for like a cheek, like Kim K maybe. But I guess you could see hers for free.
But again, though,
Mariah Mills probably paid $50K per cheek with the amount of silicone she has in there.
It's true.
Okay, I missed Mariah Mills. Not sure who that is.
That's Zion's old thing.
Okay.
She looks like a thing. She does not look human anymore. It's bad. It's very bad. Zion's got a sickness.
Okay.
We were talking when you were out of the room. And I'm not gonna.
She's got a sickness. I'm not giving her.
He's ill.
No, not even. No.
Not even a good.
Nothing. There's nothing good about
He's
Mariah
ill.
Mill's body. Yes.
Okay.
And Zion is for craving it.
Wow.
Now, yes, he has a literal sickness and thickness, but not
the good thickness.
Not like no, nothing good about that.
Okay. All right. The more
Mentally
you know.
ill. Taylor, yes.
No, I was just saying, like we were talking about it when you were out of the room. Look, I'm not going to read it. We can talk about it more during break. But I'm looking. I'm like, I'm not here to kink shame anyone.
I know where you're going. There's a lot of very questionable race play angles going on.
And I'm looking, and I'm like,
Yes.
maybe I'm just boring, but I can honestly say, I could give both of y'all my phones. You're not going to find a text message like that.
A lot of greasy kind of breeding and race play fantasies.
Yeah.
Going on.
But I feel like this happens all the time. Anytime somebody releases text messages like this, it's like some crazy kink like this. And like, am I weird for not sending messages like this? Like, what's going on? Because I feel like this happens all the time.
I've never sexted
Right.
either, really.
But especially like this.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've never sexted. I mean, been with my wife forever.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Not even like you're out of town.
No, I mean,
actually,
once or
it's
twice,
fine.
like maybe some FaceTime stuff, but nothing like. I mean, I don't know, nothing.
Anyways, I
Nothing
regret
real.
opening, but that was a little shocking to me.
I mean, sexting's cool. I feel like sexting's probably only cool if if it's like a new relationship or something. Like there has to be something exciting about it. Sexting with your wife is just like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not if you're going to go fully all the way through it like Shannon and old girl were. Maybe the occasional ooh, I want you, or I'm feeling this way. Yeah, sure, that makes sense. Like during the day, that's a nice message to get. But like,
Okay, so
not a full
I just
exchange.
pulled up the
text messages.
The text
Oh, yeah.
messages, like,
Oh,
give me
yeah.
come on. This is an L for Latinas out here.
Yeah, I know.
What are we
know,
doing?
I know.
What are we doing?
I know.
I need her to get it
I
together.
haven't read them yet.
I just
I've only read the top two, and that was enough for me. I mean, what are we doing?
I know. I don't know. Man, Shannon, you horny, bro. I mean, you stay getting. Now probably leverage it into great content, but. And then you had Paul Heyman on the McAfee show referencing this while doing crowd work, basically. Just crazy stories all around. Maybe we can get into more on Don Juan on Thursday, where we can actually talk about it more. Come out to Don Juan.
Yeah.
Taylor. Ghost House says T-Ball lawsuit filed the day after Shannon's media company announced a $100 million deal. Not shady at all. Look, again, I am not here to rule on the case. I do not care to rule on the case. I just want to comment on the humor of the text.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I don't know anything about this.
That's
This
what I'm
is like
saying.
the first time hearing about any of this.
I'm not engaging in anything else. I'm not mentioning any names.
I mean, I'm just trying to find them on Twitter. There's one comment. I shouldn't have seen those Shannon Sharp text messages. The Pope just died. None of what I read from that situation serves God.
No.
The best response was Daniel Basham. He says, "Your move, Murphy, Sam, and Jody."
The crazy thing is, if you think the Shannon stuff is crazy, and really be careful looking this up, but go look up what Kanye said about him and his cousin.
We should all know less about each other.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I know way too much about Shannon Sharp.
That's probably true.
This is two different people on the same day. These controversial messages coming out.
know.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
I feel like this is a large number.
Yeah, it was a weird day. It was a weird Easter. For sure. All right, when we get back, more OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to coolprohvac.com. Uh-oh, guys. So when I stepped off the plane yesterday after a week of California weather, which, again, screw California to the bottom of my heart. Okay, the one thing it is going for is weather. Anyway, I was just lambasted. with that sticky Louisiana heat. And we're still at the beginning of it. It's only going to get crazier. You need to make sure your system is good to go and that you're not working towards some sort of catastrophic breakdown. That's where Cool Pro HVAC can help you out. Come out. Complimentary. No dispatch fee. So they come out there, let you know what's going on. Hopefully it's nothing too big. Hopefully it's something minor. Hopefully it's nothing at all. The bottom line is that Cool Pro HVAC is going to have your system ready to go for summer.
Yeah, so many different things that they offer that nobody else does. I mean, no dispatch fee, 1 hour windows. You're not sitting around waiting all day. Nobody else is going to give you that, but you're going to get it every time. CoolProHVAC.com.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them.
Thank you, far too kind. Yeah. Ready?
Welcome to the 7th-ranked morning sports show in America. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
This was big at the time. Little Lincoln and Jay teaming up. Shout out to Trash Rangers, trashrangers.com. Remember, all your residential trash pickup. If you live in Elizabeth Extension, you get to make a choice about who handles it. Better prices, better people, better service from your neighbors at Trash Rangers. If you're a business anywhere in the listening area, we got your back, whether it's front-load dumpsters emptied anywhere from 1 to 6 days a week, maybe some big roll-off dumpsters. Speaking of roll-off dumpsters, I just had a 15-yarder in my driveway for a couple of weeks. It was so useful. The price is incredible. The service was immediate. The placement somehow still allowed me access to my driveway. Like, again, when it comes to trash removal services in South Louisiana, it's not even close. It's the local guys at Trash Rangers that give a damn. Okay, that are members of the community. These other companies, okay, they keep the trash here, but they take the profits out of state. With Trash Rangers, not the case. That money flows back into the community through church, through Little League teams, everything else. So choose Trash. It's a better service from your neighbors. TrashRangers.com. Tate, would you rather do Ask the Bench or a quick NFL story of the day here?
Ask the Bench. I'm not going to be able to follow the Shannon Sharp story.
Okay, cool. Ask the Bench. Can Taylor read the lyrics to WAP tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
That'll be behind our Patreon paywall. If you want to get that content, you gotta pay.
That would be amazing, actually.
Ask the Bench. I'm trying to climb through Nookie's troll questions. Yeah, OTB Plus, says Ryan Smith, exactly. Have y'all decided to watch the Triple D Have y'all watched the Triple D Baton Rouge episodes? I have
Where'd
not.
they go?
I have heard, I don't want to say in case they didn't end up, I don't know whatever makes it air or not.
Okay.
I know one place that I love that was supposed to be on there. I have not. When do they come out? Where does Triple D even live nowadays? I'm not entirely sure.
I think it's still on the Food Network.
I've not watched live television in a while.
That sounds right.
But I would love to check it out.
Yeah. But no, I haven't. But I would.
Okay, this Advocate article. Okay, for some reason, it's saying I'm not described to the Advocate anymore, so I can't read this. Never mind. Ask the Bench. What's Hester's prediction on LSU Tennessee?
LSU wins 2 of 3. LSU wins
home
game 1 and 2 and drops game 3.
Ask the Bench. Do you think you and Kanye have a lot in common concerning your childhood? Potentially. You never know.
No, I don't.
Nope.
Not at all.
Not at all.
You and the boys never?
No. Yeah, you and the boys.
Yeah.
Did some questionable things. What was that? Uncomfortable
like that.
call.
I don't like
that at all.
Ask the Bench, if a private equity firm wanted to buy OTB and syndicate it nationwide, would T-Bob be kinder to wealthy investors? Oh, were the poor wealthy people feeling sad?
I guess that answers your
I don't get
question.
What are we talking
don't get
about?
it.
I mean, what are we talking about? Like, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't entirely understand what we're talking about either. Are we? But I mean, what are we? Are we acting like? Is the entire world not slanted towards the wealthy people anyway? Like, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
No, I just was in Newport, Rhode Island, where I went to an 138,300 square foot mansion that had 48 bedrooms, and that was their summer cottage.
Oh,
You couldn't add 50.
oh my God.
Yeah, they stopped at 48. They're like,
They
50
could have
is
done
like
50.
just a little too much. Yeah.
They're like 50 would be excessive.
Ask the Bench. Was anything left or lost in California?
Yeah.
Oh, he lost his phone.
Prior preparation prevents poor performance, and we were great leaving here. Terrible coming back. Too many days drinking in a row. I think we left a double stroller out there.
Oh, no.
Good fold-up double umbrella stroller.
Oh.
Made the
How
airport
does
a little more
one-
annoying to get through.
Yeah,
How does one forget something so big?
Everybody's so spread out in California. You're kind of jumping from, like, my mom's, my sisters, jumping all around the place. We just forgot it. I think at least one pair of sandals with my daughter got left out there. Some socks. You know what I hate? Easter egg hunts. The amount of crap that my kids have accrued over the 14 Easter egg hunts that they had over the last week. Get the hell up out of here. Anyway, love y'all. Glad to be back. We'll see you tomorrow. Jake, travel safe, my friend.
Thanks, sir.
Off the bench.
Go to Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness, yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com. Your cousin says you're not man enough, prove it to him. And he's wrong. By going to Goodwood and not settling for mediocrity anymore in your sex life. Okay, we're taking control of our libido, taking control of our lives. We're doing so with Goodwood. Explore what HRT could do for you. Well, if you need it, right? That's what you go in, you get your labs drawn, and Goodwood lays out exactly a customized plan for you to get you where you want to be. So if you're suffering from ED, low T, just don't have that energy you used to, we can handle it all. Go to Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness, yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com.
Yeah, they can help you solve your issues, but you have to reach out, right? You have to go get that consultation. There is nothing to be embarrassed about. Go to the website, yourgoodwood.com, or pick up the phone and give them a call to schedule today, 225-4GD-WOOD.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website, LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net, powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed